I guess we're cool with solid food, not wet food. That's fine. Huh. You just keep inhaling, and then you start trying to steal Loki's food, which is a pretty big no-no. Which is a pretty big no-no, little buddy.
The cats do love the dry food.
Yeah.
If we put the dry food down, that's all they want.
Angel will not eat anything but the dry food when the dry food's down.
Gotcha.
Oh my god.
I'm very proud of him. He waited until we got into solid land to use the litter box, even though I had a portable one made for him and I gave him multiple tries to use it. As soon as we stopped and I got him out and into the house, he was like, I would like to use the litter box, please. I said, I'm up with it.
No.
I'm sorry, I have a wind chime in my office that the cats can play with, and Charlie's just found it. He's having a real good time right now.
I didn't even hear it until you mentioned it.
Oh, good.
Maybe he didn't want to pee while the car was moving.
Okay, that's all
You
fine.
know?
Listen, he's using the litter box. We're taking care of everything. We're not having any major issues. He did try to use my toilet paper holder as a scratching post. That was less than ideal, but please, we've seen worse. He has been fishing his tail out under the door a few times to tease Loki with it. And like, you deserve it. I remember you doing that to Juliet when you were younger. Look at that, it comes back around. So, yeah.
So Joe,
Mm.
I did read through, the summary of how the Midsummer Night's shenanigans goes,
Mm-hmm.
which was funny. But the thing that stuck out to me the most is at the very start, the backdrop to this whole thing is Setka and Sephi having a wedding,
Yeah.
which is just dropped there at the front and then is not
didn't read
relevant to
that.
anything else. So I have
Nope.
in my head the image of all of this Fae shenanigans happening in the background, which again, Cal
What
and
happened?
Lorelai were just invited to attend the wedding, but they're doing this nonsense to kill time, I guess. Which leads me to think of a separate but related, maybe not an opera, but stage play where it's literally what's happening at the actual wedding proceedings while all of that nonsense just screams by in the background now and again.
It's likely.
It's what Cal was doing to stay entertained.
And he would.
I had fun writing that. I basically just took the synopsis of the actual play, changed some names, changed some situations, and I was like, hey, this is great.
I love it.
And now we don't have that weird thing about kids getting drugged in the woods.
Oh, bonus.
I definitely noticed the rebranding. I didn't remember was that still the initial setting in the original play? Was that there was a wedding that everyone was invited to, and that's how they got to the place?
Yeah, they're going to Hippolyta's wedding.
Yeah.
Yep.
I remember who she was marrying. She's the queen of Amazon, so I know Hippolyta was involved.
Gotcha.
Hippolyta and some dude.
They've also had this guy she's into this week.
I don't think she's into him. I think it was a political thing, but yeah.
Was it King of Athens?
Could be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were
They-
Athenians.
Look, this works out for both of them. It's very much this is my wife, this is my wife's girlfriend, this is my husband, this is my husband's boyfriend.
That's a fair point. Beards all around, man.
Mm-hmm.
But we like to go out to go to plays sometimes, while our significant others like to go out and go shopping. So this works out well.
Does.
I feel like if you marry into the Amazon royalty, you go in knowing that your wife definitely has girlfriends already.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You'd be a fool not to think so.
Well, some people are fools.
Yeah.
This is true. They don't last long in the Amazon.
That is true. Yeah, the Amazons don't have patience for that nonsense.
How frustrating must it be to grow up in Amazon society and be completely 100% straight? Very frustrating.
Very. That's it, until those raids every year.
Ugh.
Is it every year, or every 10 years?
Depends on if we got into a war after the last raid and therefore need some numbers replenishment.
Yeah. Or just because we're feeling frisky.
They got a little bored. It happens.
I got bored. I have a sword. Let's go.
The princess has come of age, and boy, is she frisky. Okay, let's.
It's basically New Orleans with a second line. They'll just take any excuse to go party.
Speaking of getting frisky, welcome back, everybody.
Woo!
Uh,
I thought you were gonna definitely use the let's go party thing, but no.
let's go
All right.
party. I don't know. Let's get frisky stuck in my
Come on,
head.
Barbie, let's go party.
Let's get frisky.
Yeah.
Definitely handles our shenanigans well.
Little column A, little column B.
We're making our own column over here. That guy's
That
helping.
is not unusual.
When last we left our heroes, we had left the Centro Mercato, where our heroes had rid the local herbalist Rana of her twilighting addiction, and was able to work on crowdsourcing a plan of getting her back on her feet.
The plan was crowdsourcing.
You went off and bought your masks, which were paid for on the behalf of the Goldwater family for the regatta that is coming up tomorrow. Marcus met you afterwards, after having scoped out what was going on at the Temple Joaquin, mentioning some details about the clandestine meetings that happen every once in a while in the basement, in the crypt. And from there, decided that you had some hours before nightfall, so figured you would take some time to kind of actually get a chance to enjoy the city for a little bit before I believe the plan was to go stake out what is happening at Verdant Holdings as they are preparing to unveil once again their machinery to turn basically dock waste into housing materials and green and affordable housing for all of the people. This is typically when they get raided by somebody. It is believed that the Red Hoods are involved, being that a Crimson coin was left behind at the scene after one of the raids, but had disappeared itself from Livia's drawer. So that's a little background on that whole situation. But in the meantime, our party had gone off. A few of our party have gone off in their separate ways. Reverie and Jade went to spend the evening over at Sunset Crossing, the bridge that crosses the Great Canal here, the Grand Canal here in Tremonto. The bridge itself lined with all sorts of shops, restaurants, cafes, plenty of spots for people watching, for landscape watching, and just to watch the sun set. Yuki, Sentinel Syrian, and Professor made their way out to Sailor's Haven to have a bit of a drink and commiseration, whilst Narco Marcus with Brutus and Ren as chaperones attend a play at the Tremonto Unified Performing Arts Center of a particular particular showing of the play called A Midsummer Night's Dream by an author simply known as The Bard. Afterwards, Marcus went and escorted everyone to a delightful dinner at a place called La Stella Marina in the theater district. Very fancy restaurant that has all sorts of delicious, delectable seafoods and other local favorites. And, of course, no shortage of apples or appletinis or apple margaritas or any other apple-based concoction for Ren.
I would like them all.
I just have this really specific image of like Narco and Marcus, like in that one of those like little candlelit dinners with just like that table for two, and the camera pans in and you see them, and then it pans back and around them at like a smaller, almost kiddie table, or just all these hulking menaces just staring at other people walking too close by. Like, so how'd you like the play? I'll inspect that food, ma'am.
place is quite upscale on the up and up. You would notice that Brutus doesn't really take to feeling like he has to taste the food beforehand to make sure it's poisoned. This place seems to be very well vetted, very nice, very fancy. Before we continue on for the evening, I did give a little bit of description of where you guys went, what you're up to, and kind of what you're seeing over the course of this date night. So if there was anything you would like to add to it, please feel free to do so now. Otherwise, my plan was just going to fast forward to when you guys all meet up again. Because as you guys are separated, doing your own thing at this moment, I will say nothing jumps out and costs you. Nobody tries to kidnap Reverie this time.
Yay! No frogs today! Right now, at this very moment. Maybe later.
Nobody tries to sell Yuki any drugs. Yeah.
Shame.
Shame. She would love that.
I was muted. That is incredibly unfortunate. Despite nobody trying to sell her drugs, she will continue to be extremely hypervigilant and try to find people who look like they are on drugs. And by that, she means people who look tired.
Just exhausted workers at the end of the day. They're obviously on drugs.
Obviously on drugs.
Yuki is this universe's Scruff McGruff.
Yes.
Are Yuki and the professor doing anything while they're having their quiet beers? Their quiet contemplative beers?
No, not really. Mostly listening to Tyrion talk about how great life is out here as an adventurer.
He's having the best time.
He's having a great introduction to being an adventurer. All he did was get bonked on the head by a couple of goblins, and then immediately saved by a bunch of hot girls and an awesome professor. And one terrifying Lynn. But
Our adventure started this way. This would be a very different game.
if our adventure started with just
True.
three goblins and a makeshift mousetrap, we'd be great. This would be a way different tone in this adventure. But we started off with betrayal and death.
When you started saying 3, I was thinking 3 kobolds in a
Yeah,
trench
let's
coat.
do.
Is that? You're right. That also would have got us to a very different game had it started
Would have
with
been
3
a different
kobolds
tone.
in a
Would
trench
have
coat.
cut this off on a way different foot, and there would have been a lot more musical episodes, I think.
Right? What if fake
Yeah.
Hyolna was 3 kobolds in a trench coat?
That would have been hilarious. We would not have felt betrayed at all. Would have been like impressive. I was fooled by that. The real one's dead, man. Whatever, it's fine. That was 3 kobolds in a trench coat. I totally thought that was just one woman.
The 3 kobolds would also have been performing that elaborate ruse for the sake of stealing beer and pie.
Yes,
Yeah, obviously.
100%.
That's why we like kobolds.
apple pie, and they would have looped Ren into that heist, and then we all would have met up in some wacky, oh, nice to meet you here too kind of way, as we all are stealing pies.
That would be fun. Mirror universe.
We don't know what's gonna happen. Watch the horror campaign come online, and then that's what that's gonna be.
Okay, but
'Cause
we know
that's
what
just
pies
how-
are made out of in that one.
Apples and people, delicious.
Yeah, there it is. Actually, Ren still might eat that. Wait, do a roll. Ren,
Roll
do
for
you eat people pie?
God.
Yeah, Ren eats people pie.
Of course he does. Did you see that face? It's just all bones.
Man, I was looking for an extreme one way or another, and it was an extreme, so...
It's meat. It's food. It's fine.
Well, Ren does have some Wendy Gone roots in his design.
Yeah.
Good
You
time.
think?
I know, I designed it.
I know you did. I
know,
think
I
it's not a
designed
surprise.
Poor traumatized Ezra.
Oh,
Charlie, stop eating plastic. Come here, buddy. That's not a bed. That's not a bed. Come here. Come here, bud.
Cat,
Oh.
cat.
I know.
now you can run around calling Charlie Char Char,
I do, actually.
and I know you
Usually it turns
do.
into Char Char, where are you? Char Char.
Yeah.
Char Char, what you doing? Char Char, where you
Tiny.
going?
Too tiny, too
Char's
crazy.
Char's right there.
Char Char.
So cute.
Oh, Char Char has just discovered yarn because I'm trying to crochet.
Oh,
There it is.
the delight in those eyes.
He doesn't know what to do. The yarn wrapped around. Oh, buddy, no.
Oh.
Come here.
Tangled,
Come here, bud. Come
tangled
here.
mess.
It's gonna
It's a
pull
mess.
it all down. No, this is my yarn, not yours. Come here.
But-
Come on,
Bunny
buddy.
kicking until the world ends. That is what he
He will. He will. He will destroy that yarn. It won't know what hit it.
So I think date night on the bridge.
Oh my gosh, yes, that's my baby.
The commentary is great. I think date night on the bridge for Jade and Reverie. Jade doesn't have too much like to like really talk about, but she is going to spend the time actually spending the time with Reverie and like getting her something to eat and probably too much things to eat because she still doesn't really know how much food everyone really eats. Lots of pastries. You've got at least like 3 croissants and like 2 donuts that she's been picking up and just ordering.
Best date night ever.
And those like coffees that aren't really coffees because there's way too much sugar in them. It's mostly hot chocolate and whipped cream. As we just sit at this cafe and watch the sunset over the river, and she just says to you, "I've had a really good day today. It's so nice to actually help someone."
Yes. It was a good day.
It was a good day. I really liked the things you picked out.
Thank you. I like yours also.
Thanks. It's going to be fun, I think. Wear them.
I almost didn't get a mask or a dress because I technically don't need either, but then I thought it might be rude to refuse a gift. So I just went with it.
That's sometimes the best thing to do is just go with it when you're not sure. And also, I think you look really pretty in your dress, and a mask will be fun. Sometimes the point is just to have fun.
Reverie nods. She's hoping that nothing happens tonight.
Yeah.
All right. Just gonna throw it back. Anything else from Yuki or Professor with Syrian at the Sailor's Haven then?
No, I don't think so. Not unless something fucky happens. But otherwise, it's just going to be a quiet couple drinks.
Yuki will just drink and try to, look for people who look like they're doing drugs.
I did make a roll. There are no people doing drugs in here this evening.
Damn it! Fine.
You know where the drug den is.
Take away all my fun. Fine.
I didn't do it. The dice did.
Damn dice. Damn no drug dice.
No drug dice.
Oh no, the war on drugs is working.
Is it the dare dice? Oh my gosh, they could be dare dice.
They should be dare dice.
How about from Marcus Narco, Marcus, I'm Marcus. How about from, how about from
Nope. Marcus is mine now. I have been granted control.
Yeah.
Relinquishes.
Marcus says, "Hey, let me tell you all my family secrets." So, is there anything from Narco or Ren over the course of watching the play or going to dinner?
No, Ren is having a great time eating everything apple he can get his paws on. Claws on? Hands on? He's got it all.
He has
Let's go.
hands.
He does have hands.
Don't step on your food.
Well, we've already determined he eats the apple core, so it's not like he's leaving much.
Yeah, I think on Naruto's part, she'll enjoy the show because she's not really been to a lot of performances. Every so often, she'll sort of ask Marcus a question here or there so that he can use some of his theater knowledge to, explain things and give her more instruction on how they do what they do and what he likes about it. And then over the dinner, enjoys the food. Again, tries to move conversation onto topics that are about like Marcus's life growing up, his interests, his opinions on what he's learned so far about like the political situation and this like red hood thing. Just trying to get a better feel for who he is as a person.
I think what he would discuss with you regarding his childhood, he would say it's a typical childhood, but definitely typical of a noble. Where
When I was 10, my father gave me a modest allowance of 1,000 gold.
I got my first pony. I named him Snickers.
He died because I forgot to feed him, so we had to flush him down the toilet.
The giant toilet. So yeah, I will tell you a little bit of his upbringing about how him and his parents were typically very close. Uncle Oliver has run the operations of Golden Water Trading Company for as long as he can remember. So while he also had a good relationship with Oliver, Oliver was never really all that present because he was always kind of busy off doing other things. But he had the typical noble growing up, like the highborn kind of education and fencing lessons and horse riding lessons and boating lessons and just kind of going from one activity to another. And he will talk about a conversation that he recalled having with his mother Catherine, asking why it was so important for someone of their station to kind of always be out and around and doing these things. He said there were some days he would just kind of feel like staying home and doing nothing, but his mother kind of insisted that it was important to be well-rounded, to learn all of these things. And he remembered one thing his mother telling him about when you're in their kind of status. She always believed that it was important to stay visible in the public eye, because because it was important for the people of the city to see him out and about and around doing things that other people would do throughout the city. Which also is like, well, other people don't really have like boating lessons or horse riding lessons, but sure. And as far as kind of the politics of the city goes, he would say that as long as he's known it, the Goldwaters, the Belmontes, the Doros have always had a large foothold in this city. They're more or less almost like the founding families of this city when it comes to commerce and trade and economy. So while there is the system of government here, oh boy, I forgot her name. Let me look it up. Oh shoot. Oh, here we go. Okay. So the current kind of like governor or speaker of this town, her name is Lady Amelia Corvino. She kind of leads the branch of government here, and she has there's like a chamber of representatives for people throughout the city. Together they make up the branch of government here that kind of governs how things are run, and they run like the public services, which are indeed heavily influenced by the family since they have such pull economically. But whatever she passes is, law for the Goldwaters as it is for anyone else. Forget what else you asked him.
Yeah, I just, it's dinner, fluttering the eyelashes. It's like, tell me all about yourself.
Oh,
Like,
sure.
it's very open-ended.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, so we'll kind of go into that and about kind of all that stuff over dinner. You see, Brutus will stand by his side and he silently watches the crowd and makes sure nobody gets too close. But other than that, you guys enjoy a peaceful date, accompanied with your chaperones.
yay.
Does Ren take an interest in anything other than the apples? Ren might be hoarding cats.
Every time my ADD kicks up and I wander off, you're like, hello, Ren! Come on! I know Ren is pretty interested in the apples. That is priority 1.
Okay.
2, 3, 4, and 5.
Alright. So let's make a little roll for Marcus. Yeah. He's gentlemanly, he's charming, he is, if he had any of those, like, first date kind of jitters, certainly didn't show it. You could definitely see his, noble training kicking in, on the proper way, to take a lady out on their first date.
Ren's like, perception check. How often is he staring at Naruto's tits?
Might have stolen a glance or two. It is only human.
Acceptable.
A very tasteful, just like, oh, I'm just looking down to my food and.
Oh my, that blouse looks wonderful on you. Oh, it's what is that amulet hanging around your neck and dangling down in a particular
Yeah,
area?
definitely.
Oh, it's a magical clockwork amulet. How exciting!
But I think he would engage in conversation with you, Naruto, kind of asking similar questions in turn, and the whole typical, get to know you kind of conversations.
Excellent. Normal date acquired.
Normal date acquired.
It only took 2 nights running around breaking up drug dealers.
All right. So,
Wait, drug dealers? Where? Where are the drug dealers?
The other side of town, Yuki feels the presence.
So, anything else for y'all before we wrap up date night? And I assume the plan is to reconvene and stake out.
Yep, please.
All right. Going once, going twice. So.
Wait, is it gonna be a makeout stakeout?
It might be.
I'm in.
We don't know what's
Not
about
for
to
me,
happen.
but for somebody.
Someone just saw Midsummer Night's Dream, and anything could happen at this point.
Good point.
There will be no makeout stakeout unless Brutus politely leaves the room.
Oh, okay. I don't think you're gonna do that.
Yeah,
No,
Brutus ain't going
he's not.
anywhere.
Just Narco's just like, I wonder if we get into a fight, how likely it is Brutus will conveniently be knocked unconscious. That could be fun. I could do things with that.
I can work with
I'm not
this.
gonna make it happen, but if it does, hey, opportunity.
So I'm gonna gather everybody up. Assuming you all meet back up around Verdant Holdings. Put you here. Yes. There's a lot of you now.
You gave us
I know.
a mousetrap.
Aha.
That's on you.
I want you to
I
know.
haven't been collecting things this whole time. This is not a now thing. And I left half of my entourage.
I want you to know that I am titling this section of my notes "Makeout Stakeout."
I love it! I helped.
Yes.
You did. Now
Uh,
someone has to make out, so someone critically wound Marcus so that Narco can nurse him back to health with her lips.
There you go.
Just,
Done.
he's been shot in the gut. He has a bleeding wound. Narco is doing mouth to mouth. It's like that is not how you treat blood loss.
Jay's like, it's okay, I've got it. Touch his
I think you
foot,
just put some aloe vera on it. It'll be fine.
healing him a little bit.
Uh,
Put a band-aid
I
on
did. I did build a robot, so I am partially responsible for the party size 5+1. But
Yeah.
yeah,
I
no,
mean, if we really want to, we're gonna go on to who's got the most +1s. It's Ren.
Yeah. I don't even have all of them animated right now.
Not even all of them are out on this board at the moment.
They're not.
well, I mean, if Narco keeps on keeping Marcus on a leash nearby, and Brutus is required by his contract to follow, that'll up her contribution a fair bit.
It will.
No doubt.
Brutus just looks dangerous, and he actually, if there's a fight that breaks out, goes and runs. He protects the cats. By the way, Jade and Reverie definitely roll up with like pastries for all because again, Jade definitely got too many pastries.
So,
Pastries.
No. Narco being like, I just had dinner, but those smell really nice, but I also have to fit into a wedding dress.
I got
Oh
you
no!
bread.
Oh no! Narco arrived at a city full of heavy Italian food right before she was.
You'll be fine.
It's okay. I don't have to fit into the dress. Give it.
I
You
bought
should
you
chew
one.
before you swallow.
You're not my mom. You can't tell me what to do.
You didn't even listen to your mother.
It sucks to be her, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Chewing,
That's why she's a saint now.
overrated.
Red, this one's an apple fritter.
I am grateful for your remembrance of my existence and investment in my joy.
There's also honey in it.
Don't forget
Excellent.
to chew before you swallow it, Ren.
I am all teeth and mouth. I think I will figure it out.
so
No, go ahead.
I love the banter. Night falls in Toronto. The sun sets. The sky becomes a darkened, lit by the moon, starlit canopy. You can kind of see the different colors kind of mix in the night sky of the sun that has set over the horizon, and just the general look of space. Along the roads of Tremonto, there are gaslit lanterns that light up the streets, that light your ways down the various paths and alleys. You can see the flicker of candlelight, torchlight, lantern light, kind of aglow in a number of the private homes and other businesses that are here. A lot of the actual shops and stuff kind of closing up for the evening. Of course, this does not apply to the taverns and inns that are mostly open all night long. So as night sets in, as date night wraps up, I would like to ask y'all, where are you meeting up?
Did we determine that?
I thought we were meeting up at the it's not a factory, but at the stakeout location.
At Burton Holds, right?
I
Yeah,
thought
that sounds
that's
great.
where we all said we were going.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Sounds good to me. Love it, bro.
I guess more specifically, are you meeting like right in front of the building? Are you kind of like hanging around a corner? Are you meeting at an alternate location altogether and then kind of heading over? I guess that's kind of more.
There, we will choose a location that's like a block away from the holding, so we're not all meeting up right outside in case the thieves are staking it out at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
And there we will figure out where we want to place ourselves and then move accordingly.
Okay.
Sounds logical. Doesn't sound like one of our plans.
So as you approach your kind of staging area, you see Brutus starts getting a little antsy, and he leans over to Marcus, and he says, "Sir, it's getting late. Don't you think we should return to the palazzo?" Marcus looks at Brutus and he says, I'm going adventuring. Brutus, are you not coming along? Would you take me from this? Brutus says, "You know how your mother likes you to be home when the lanterns are lit. It's
Oh, yes, a curfew!
Fuck yes.
How old is this guy again?
prefers.
You old enough to get married.
He said likes him to be home, but doesn't say has to be home. I will point that out. And he says, and Master Marcus, I think that whatever your fiance and your friends are going on here, I think is going to be perhaps dangerous, and I don't think you should follow through. I really think it is in your best interest to return to the Palazzo this evening, sir." You see, Marcus turns to go to answer him, but then he kind of looks at you all and glances a bit, and you can tell that he's torn a little bit between what he wants to do and what he feels he is, like, obligated to do.
He Marcus or he Brutus?
Marcus.
Ah.
All the more
So-
reason for you to stay with him, Brutus.
Narco's going to keep quiet. She's just going to look to see what Marcus decides and what rationale he gives.
So, Brutus kind of looks at you, Jade, and he says, I would stay with him if he refuses to leave, but I do strongly suggest that you return home, Master Marcus. And let's see what Marcus says.
Wait, before Marcus says anything, wait, because
Uh-huh.
Jade, as he says that, Jade just pushes some hair back, like back behind her hat. And as she does, she touches her earring of message, and she messages to Marcus, "Narco likes it when someone takes charge."
Shady.
Ooh, this is interesting. Jade is trying to support.
She
More
desperately
closeness.
wants Narco to be happy.
And it's interesting that conception is like not being with Jade and pushing Marcus out of the picture.
Yeah,
Well, that's some self-esteem issues. We got a lot of those around here.
yeah.
What? No,
Yeah.
it's fine. I just need more cannons. Shut up.
Overcompensating. It's cool.
Jade, I need a persuasion check from you.
Oh, okay.
Didn't think she'd get this far.
Yeah, me either. What's my persuasion?
Charlie, I'm not a climbing pole. Can you not climb me, please?
17.
Thank you.
You see, as you message him, you see he kind of like stops for a minute. You see the hair on the back of his neck kind of raises. You see his eyes kind of look around, but then he straightens up and he looks at Brutus and he says, "Brutus, I am joining my companions in their stakeout of Verdant Holdings. If you wish to come, you may. If you wish to turn away, you may also do that as well. I leave it up to you."
I helped or didn't.
You know, the other alternative is he could get knocked off and the narco doesn't need to get married. We still have options.
Yeah, that's definitely not a thing that I thought about.
That's the thing that Ren thought about.
I have Revivify, it's fine.
Ren does not.
Now we are getting into proper machinations, which is trying to set up plans so that either outcome is favorable.
Yeah, there you go. That's the strategy, right? Yeah.
You see Brutus kind of like, he shifts a bit in his suit, he straightens his tie a bit,
Come here.
and he nods at Marcus and he says, "As you command, sir." Marcus kind of gives a nod and he says, "Good man." And looks back to everyone and says, "All right, what's the plan?"
Not to die.
I was hoping for something a little bit more detailed than that.
We want to start with the basics.
Basics are good.
That's a good one. Don't get stabbed is another good one.
Mm.
Don't let people sneak up from behind you or above you.
Mm.
Don't get eaten by a frog creature.
That's a new one.
Don't get eaten by things. It's just asterisk frog creature, duck.
See, you see Syrian kind of blinks and he says, Have you tried to be eaten by a lot of things?
We do not try.
No.
It just happens. To some
They're
of us more than others.
handy kidnapping opportunities sometimes.
Narco thing for a second. Like, if you get subsumed by a water elemental, is that being eaten or is that just drowning with extra steps?
I think it is very similar.
I think it's drowning with extra steps because I don't think they have a map.
Yeah. Anyway, plan. Let's go over that.
Very nonchalantly.
Joe, during our casing of Verdant Holdings, how many entry points did we identify that could be used to enter?
So, the outside of the building has like a double door at its front that is locked and chained, presumably by Livia. The rest of the building itself it's stone. You see that there were several windows that were on either side, but they have all been like bricked up. So like pretty much windowless. The only point of entry seems to be just the double doors at the front.
Very good. So Narco is thinking that any members of our company here who are particularly on the sneaky side, to slip in to the building and take up hiding spots within, while the rest of us find a good overlook to sort of watch over that main entry. If we see anyone arrive, Narco sort of wants them to be allowed entry into the building and then close in and engage, as opposed to like just fighting them on the streets itself, because we want to maximize our ability to sort of capture them. If anyone makes it into the building through a route that we don't know, the job of the team on the inside is to sort of raise the alarm with the rest of us, and then engage. So that's sort of the baseline. It's very simple, but if there really is just only one way in or out, there doesn't really need to be too much else complex. The only wrinkle is she would prefer if whoever is going in to be sneaky, sort of to also enter in as stealthily as possible, just in case there's someone keeping an eye on things. But that's sort of the baseline for Narco's plan. Anyone else have thoughts, ideas?
I'm still on Don't Die.
So
To add,
Yuki has. Sorry.
I'm sorry. To add to your plotting, just, it may help. The building itself is 100 feet long by 60 feet wide, and is a square or rectangle. Proceed.
So Yuki has the Cloak of the Bat and a +8 with advantage to stealth. So Yuki can sneak in, and then she's got advantage even just wearing the cloak, but she can also transform into Bat and like hide up away, if that's helpful.
Sounds good. So Yuki definitely part of the team staking out from within the building itself.
Yeah.
Do you think
Any other volunteers?
I'm not stealthy, it ain't me.
I'll be on team sneaky.
Yeah, I don't think I'd be very good at sneaking.
I may not be very good at sneaking, but I can be very good at disappearing.
You're very good at lots of things.
Nariko plans to be on the Overwatch team just because she is a ranged fighter.
Mhm.
Marcus has been giving indications that he's more in the sort of swashbuckly, bardy kind of thing, so is he volunteering to go sneaky because that's in his skill set, or is he volunteering to stay by Nariko because that's his
Aspiration.
yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, sneakiness isn't really in his repertoire. He's more swashbuckling 1v1 me. So I think he would opt to be outside.
Syrian has a known history of blundering into traps, so he is not on infiltration.
Grounded.
Professor Reverie and Yuki all sound like good ops.
Oh, good. Chaos team again.
Reverie generally doesn't create chaos.
Reverie
Reverie
also
is
disappears.
just. Reverie is just.
I just,
Reverie is
So-
unfortunately the source of the chaos coming at her.
yeah, I just
sorry.
summon it. That's all.
You're
Well,
magnetic
that's
for
fine.
chaos.
This is a
Congratulations.
stakeout. This is a stakeout. We want the chaos to come to us.
That's true.
Mhm.
I don't
If
know
anyone
about that.
else wants to be sneaky, I could make someone invisible for a brief moment. If anyone else wants to go inside.
I'm pretty sure Florahur's clooping would be just annoying as invisible as not.
Oh, that's probably good. Probably right. Okay, so it's going to be Professor, Yuki, and Reverie going inside the building, and then the rest of us. Should we all stay in one space outside, or should we split up around the building?
Might be wise to be able to enter from various points.
I will note again, there are no obvious other entry points to this building, just the double doors at the front.
So,
There's no choice. We all go through here.
For clarification, so basically Jade is saying like, hey, do we all stay in this one single alley staring at the door, or do we split up to like be able to come at a V if we need to?
Okay.
Yeah,
Not so much go around the back of the building as well.
Okay, I wasn't fully paying
Here.
attention. Gotcha.
yeah,
Sorry, that's my
Like-
bad.
yeah. Like presumably, there's like a road that goes along, say like east to west.
Yeah.
Half of outdoor team will be on west side, half on east. Most likely, that divvy up would be Brutus, Marcus, RB, and Nariko on one side, and then Jade, Syrian, and Ren on the other.
Yeah.
Acceptable. Syrian, please find some more apples for me.
Oh, yes, sir.
Very good.
Oh, he's gone.
Just commanding him to find apples in the city in the middle of the night.
It is critical to the mission.
Would Naruko make an investigation check for sort of the buildings along that axis to see if there are, like, oh, someone's got like a little rooftop balcony that would make for a nice point of watching, or, places that are good to set up where we have line of sight but are not very visible.
Sure. Yeah, give me an investigation check.
Okay, new Naruto dice. First roll is good.
Come on, Arcadice.
Yeah, 18 on the die, plus bonuses comes out to a 26. Oh wait, no, it's higher. 29.
Okay. So the street kind of in front of the doors is wide, so it would be wide enough to kind of fit a carriage. So you could potentially hide or kind of stake out in like across like the street. There are some like tables and chairs set up. You could just set up and just kind of like you're sitting at a cafe outdoors at night, which isn't abnormal. The building itself.
It would. How late are the cafes open here?
Yes.
Till about this time, actually, when you guys are staking out. As far as the building itself goes, it is kind of nestled in between two other buildings. So there are narrow like alleys on either side of the building. buildings to the left, buildings to the right. They do have some like stairs up to some balconies that you could kind of perch on that are like literally right next door. As a matter of fact, I have a map for this, so why don't I just take you to the map?
Ooh,
Yay, map.
Ah.
map. It's a map. It's a map. It's a map.
I have a map.
So, so like these are the front doors here. Across the way, you would see various like street setups that you could probably sit in. Alleyways to either side of the building, and then these other narrow buildings that you see, they kind of have little like balconies on the front of them.
Let's see.
Do we want to
Narco's
have some
basically.
people in the alleyways and then some people outside of the alleyways, like across the street?
I think for Narco's purposes, she'll want to get. And she's a sniper. She'll want to get up on one of the balconies on the eastern side here. Joe, you were saying the balconies are like more in the alley side as opposed to like on the northern end.
They're more like so like if you're looking at either side here, there'd be more against like the fronts of these buildings.
Okay. So like I would like place her there.
Yeah.
if I could.
Yeah, across the street it's more of like street seating. So like cafe chairs, tables.
Gotcha. So she will place herself up there. It also gives her line of sight down the alley should she need. Marcus and Brutus probably maybe put them on the north end, like hiding themselves amongst the seating up there.
That
Sure. Joe won't give me control of their tokens because their stats are secret.
wow.
Mhm.
Ren, do you want to take the alleyway and then I'll take the north. That way I can see everything.
I believe that would be wise. I am very conspicuous.
Okay, I'll set up over here, and then if you want to take the alleyway, we'll set up that way.
Sounds wise.
Okay. Yeah, he was able to rejoin from his phone though.
That's good.
You're muted.
Oh. Mars lost internet. That sucks.
But I can hear you from my phone.
Okay.
Yay!
Do you want us to screen share?
Not yet. Let me see if I can
Okay.
find my iPad so that way I can just connect from there.
Ooh, hotspot. Okay. While people are splitting up and getting ready, Jade's going to take Reverie's hands, and she's just gonna give him a squeeze and then give her a hug and just say, "Be really careful inside, okay?"
I'll be careful.
I know you will. And she gives her a kiss on the cheek.
Team in the only door, team stealth and watch.
That sounds like us.
Meanwhile, the outside is team makeout stakeout.
Yeah, it's team makeup takeout outside.
And team stealth and watch inside.
Yep, that sounds like us.
That's what it
There's a
is.
lie.
You can't be team in the back door. There is no back door.
There is no back.
Can you share your screen now?
Oh, she's sneezing.
God bless you.
Yes.
Alright.
Oh, let me hang on. Let me get my other monitor so that I can actually have it set up and share that screen.
Since you're going to share the screen, do you want me to give you control of Professor's token?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I have an iPad that Joe gave me that I can use my character sheet.
Yeah!
Nice.
The most elaborate D&D setup for online work.
Sometimes you gotta do what needs to be done. Professor. Controlled by Jade.
So much going on just to get the screen share going.
Make it work. So while Jenna is setting up the other monitor for screen share, I would like to hear from Team Stealth and Watch. What are you doing to get inside the building?
They've got a key.
Being stealthy
I totally forgot you had a key.
and watching.
Walking like we own the place, maybe?
We
Right?
got permission for our breaking and entering this time, thank you.
Hell yeah.
Totally
the
forgot
legal
I used
being,
the key.
no?
Just the way he's like, well, I've had my machine broken every time, so this is also an elaborate scam. It's not going to be any different.
So since we have the key, I guess it wouldn't be a B and E, it would just be an E.
It would just be an E.
It'd be house
So we're
sitting.
just gonna E.
You're just gonna E.
Just gonna E.
So then the
Be all
question,
over.
so the question is, are you going
Sounds
to
like
leave
us.
the doors unlocked then, or are you going to are you going to relock it once you enter?
I think probably relock it when we enter, because if we're setting a trap, we don't want to let them know that we're setting a trap, is my thought.
Right.
That's the thing.
That's the stealth part of the Stealth and Watch.
Just
The
Well,
only part.
welcome mat set outside.
Right? That's it. That's all we're doing. She's gonna walk in and just stand like a couple feet in the door and just wait. No, I'm just kidding.
Alright, give me a moment whilst I get things ready. There. You are muted.
Okay, I'm gonna share my screen.
Cute.
Do you see it?
Yeah.
Great.
Alrighty.
Had to close some things down since it's being.
Before we continue, Jade, are you doing anything with your ability to give dark vision?
Yes, I am. Before we all split up, I will give. Ooh, how many people can I give? Can I give that to? Let me double check.
I already have 60 feet of dark vision, if that helps. I'm sure it's nowhere close to what you have, but
I can give 300 feet of dark vision. So, but I just need to see how many I can give it to.
Sure.
5 willing creatures. So, who needs it?
Arby is good. Naruto has no source of dark vision.
Darko's definitely getting it. Reverie,
I
do you
need
need
it.
it?
I need it.
Reverie's getting it. What about Syrian?
Syrian is full human. No dark vision.
Yeah, he
Syrian's
needs it.
getting it. I got 2 more I can give it to. So these last 2 just are anyone who wants the extra dark vision if they don't already have dark vision. Does Marcus need it? Full human?
Marcus is full human
Probably.
as well.
All right,
He
Marcus
probably
gets
needs
it. 1 more.
No one else give it to Yuki. That way she can see who she's going after.
Great, Yuki gets it.
Up to me.
Hey.
Jade, you
I was
just
about to
have
suggest it to Dave.
to Dave.
Dave. Dave gets it.
Jade, you just have 300 feet, right?
I just have 300 feet.
Okay.
That's just automatically what I've got
So
because
Jade's
I'm
good.
cool like that.
I gave it to. You know what? I'm gonna put little tokens on everybody so I know who the hell I gave it to. What's
Considering I can see the map just fine, I might already have it on Narcus token.
Yeah, you do. I think I might have left it on from the last time. I'll give you a rook. Bam. So you've got it. Narco's got it. Rook. Marcus.
Mark?
Mark. 2, 3. Reverie.
Narc, you mean?
Reverie's got it. And then who else?
Again, it's Narcus.
Narcus?
Because he's
That's
got a narc on us.
Yeah.
First
Narcus.
chance he gets.
Oh no. Shipping names. Yuki, I think, was the one they were
Yuki?
going
Yuki.
Did you put it on Yuki? Yuki!
Yeah. Okay. So then everyone else is gonna have to remind me what your regular dark vision is. Professor, do you have any?
Yeah, I got 60.
Vision. Wow, I don't have vision on your token? What the hell? Oh,
I can see.
that's interesting. Okay. Give you 60 dark. Eternal. Okay. Red?
Ren has 60.
Red has 60. I might have global lighting on anyway. So this... Well, at least out here anyway. Okay. So, where do you want to position, Syrian?
Charlie.
Oh, Sentinel Mousetrap.
Maybe put him in the alleyway since it's not covered on the west side.
Yeah.
Okay, Dave.
Okay. Alright. So the stage is set. The sun has set. It is dark. There are gas lanterns lighting the street. Y'all have your stakeout positions set up. And I believe Yuki and Professor then are approaching the door.
Just to be safe, I think I'd like to do like a investigation just to make sure there's nothing fucky going on with this door.
Sure, give me an investigation check.
Let's roll it. Investigation is +4. 23.
23.
Nice.
The lock is plain as day to you, but you do not detect any other fuckery going on.
Looks all right to me. Quick and stealthy like.
Let's go in.
Let's unlock it.
All right. I'm not going to open it yet because there's stuff in here that I don't want you to see just yet.
Lame.
So I built it into the map and didn't think about that. That's okay. So you go to unlock the door. The lock clicks open. You guys are sneaking in.
Yes.
Go ahead and both give me a stealth check.
I'm gonna roll.
Reverie's with
Real-
them too, right?
Oh, is Reverie going?
Oh yeah.
That's a 15 for me.
Hang on, mathing. That's a 25 for Yuki.
I'm gonna have Mara outside on watch.
Sure. Okay. Charcoal's coming with.
Just for safety, let's also call out Jeffrey.
Jeffrey pops out of his Pokeball. Okay, so the lock pops open. The door kind of makes a little bit of a creak as Reverie kind of passes by it, but nothing really seems to happen otherwise. As you take your steps in, let me check something here. Actually, both of you see this. As you kind of open the door and you take a look inside this building, as I said, the building is about 100 feet long, 60 feet wide. It looks like your typical kind of warehouse. There are crates and barrels kind of lined across, lined along the walls. It's as I described it the first time you were here during the daylight. There is the machine that's at the far end of the building. Looks untouched. Looks exactly the way that you left it when you last left here. But you do see a figure that is kind of seated by it. You see Livia. She is seated on the floor next to the machine. She's kind of got her knees tucked into her chest. Her arms are wrapped around her legs, and you can see that her wrists are bound. And she has a piece of fabric like in her mouth to prevent her from like talking.
Oh. There's nothing good about that.
I feel like we shouldn't leave her like that.
I also think we probably shouldn't go running in, guns blazing. Try to sneak in undetected and see who has her, where the people are, and what their plans are.
Sure. It is dark in here, yes?
It is dim in here.
Dim. Perfect. All I need is dim. I would like to cast Polymorph on myself and transform into a bat.
Okay, Yuki, you become a bat.
Bat!
What are you doing first? As you enter the building, are all three of you going in? Are you staying outside? Are you leaving the door open? Are you leaving it unlocked?
I think getting inside and closing the door as quickly as possible is probably our best bet.
Okay.
Because if we stand at the door and blink, whoever's possibly in here and doing shady shit is gonna see the door open and us just standing there blinking. No?
I mean, probably.
I think for Yuki's part, she would sneak at the door, see her sitting there, and she would transform into a bat and fly up into the rafters.
Okay. As far as the door goes, you're closing it? Are all three of you going in, closing the door behind you, and if that's the case, are you leaving the door unlocked, or are you locking it back up as you come back inside?
I would say try to lock it back up behind us as long as we can do so without being detected.
Okay. So you're going to lock the door from the inside where your companions do not have the key outside.
I think as we are slinking in, the professor and all his close-up magic finesse would kind of flick the key out behind him in a way that it goes shooting back towards the street, where it could, a bit of the moonlight can glint off of it and it can be found easily.
Okay.
So,
Looks like-
wait, question.
Oh,
Is this a lock where we can just, like, turn a knob on the inside and lock it? Or do we need the key to lock it on the inside?
It would need the key to lock from the inside.
damn.
You could, since Reverie is leaving Mara outside, you could leave the key with Mara, enter the door, close it, and let Mara lock it, I guess.
Could I use
Oh.
the existing key to use as a template to use prestidigitation to create a new one?
Does prestidigitation create a actual physical object?
Yeah, a non-magical trinket that can fit in your hand that lasts until the end of my next turn.
Also, just want to mention, there's a woman tied up inside. I don't know if you need to lock the door anymore. Like,
We
she's already.
absolutely do.
There's already a person like tied up inside. But please go forward with this.
I'll tell you what, Professor. If you can give me a DC 15 sleight of hand check, I'll let it happen.
16.
Hey!
So, so you you use prestidigitation, create a copy of this key. You go inside, lock the door behind you with the actual key. The prestidigitated key is only going to last for 6 seconds.
Lock, poof.
Poof. Okay.
Just to be clear, Professor had the prestidigitated key and gave the real key to Mara.
Oh, okay. Okay. That makes
Right?
more sense.
Yeah.
Yes.
That makes more sense.
Okay, just making sure.
All right. That makes more sense. Okay, Professor Yuki Reverie, you are inside the building. Yuki has turned into a bat and flown up to the rafters. Meanwhile,
Yep.
You see Livia is sitting by this machine. You can, with your dark vision, you can see she looks up. You think she might have heard something, but she's not entirely. You can tell she's not entirely sure. Her being a human herself, doesn't have dark vision. It is very dim in here, so while she might be able to see movement, she probably can't tell what she's looking at.
I think Professor will do that very fox-like thing on all fours. Very quickly, just slink along the wall to find like a hiding place. For the explicit purpose of seeing if there are other people in this room before we just run in there and try to free her and spring the obvious trap that's waiting for us.
Right.
So you slink along the wall as a kitsune. You're kind of taking a look out, riding on your stealth check. You move quickly, silently through the darkness. Give me a perception check as you kind of pause, take a look around.
Yeah, that's an 8. You know what? I'm going to use an inspiration.
All right.
Hey.
Yeah, that's an 8.
Oh no.
I'm going to save that second one for something real good.
It's dim light in here. You do have the dark vision that kind of cuts through it. You don't really see anything else, but there's almost like a flickering flame that's like inside this machine in this building that is kind of casting shadows, and you kind of catch glimpses of the shadows dancing off the walls. Outside of that, you can't really detect anyone else inside this building.
Can you detect anyone else from the rafters?
I'd say give me a perception check with advantage since you are at a height.
That? Rolling real dice. That is perception. Ba 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 ba. Where's a number? Ooh. That is a 22.
22.
16 plus 6.
Yuki, you do not see anyone else in this building.
God damn them.
Detect magic.
Sounded like a door opening, like a creaky door.
Practicing when I open a door.
It was amazing.
Detect magic. Goes for 30 feet. Professor, in the southwest corner of the building, you are detecting illusion.
Illusion is so fun.
This is about 15 feet to the south of so Livia is to the south of you. I would say she is from your position. She's about 25 feet to like the southeast of you. Another 15 feet to the south of her is where you're picking up this illusion magic.
How far am I from her?
You're 20 feet.
Is there any like objects like between where I'm detecting the magic and where she is? Or if there was someone who had really good night vision, could they just like straight up see me if I ran to her?
So the pathway is pretty open because the boxes and stuff are stacked around the edge of this building. If you were to kind of run to her position, you would be exposed for about 10 feet.
If I'm a bat and I'm smaller, would I have less possibility of being exposed if I flew down to her?
It's possible that if something were watching, they could just mistake you as a common bat. Or not, since, you guys kind of just entered this building and then you poofed. But be kind of a gamble. But you would be out in the open as a bat.
I am going to flip a card from my sleeve and cast invisibility on myself.
Okay.
I'm going to run to her.
Okay.
I'm going to whisper, "I'm here to help. Don't fight me." And I'm going to dimension door us out and back up to the street.
Hell yeah!
Okay. You dimension door back out to the street. Yuki, Reverie, as Professor is doing this, what are you guys up to?
I whisper, "Great, now they're both gone."
By the way, Reverie has 300 feet of dark vision right now.
Livia.
I think Yuki, seeing Professor Poof, with her, I think Yuki will
Professor
try to
cast
kind-
invisibility on himself, so you would not have seen Professor be the one to do it. Just saw her
That's
disappear.
Well, you would have seen
so,
Professor come out of
question.
invisibility as he cast Dimension Door, because visibility
Okay.
ends once you cast Dimension Door.
So I would have seen her, or seen him by
So,
her.
yeah,
Oh, for like a second, yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
You would have seen Professor for a split second, and then you would have seen both him and Livia just pop out.
Okay.
Reverie as well.
I think Yuki will. She doesn't know that guy is there, so I think Yuki will kind of just bat fly over near the machine and just kind of hang and observe.
Okay. So, Professor, you appear with Livia back out in the street. The rest of you see this.
He will immediately start untying her.
There's a new record for the plan going to shit.
Oh my gosh, what happened?
Yeah, so that Naraka will take that as enough of a signal that some shit has happened.
Yeah.
She will move off of her balcony to start moving up to support Professor.
Jade immediately runs towards this tied up woman that the professor suddenly appeared with. And I don't know who this woman is because I wasn't here when you guys talked to her the first time. So just, what happened? Who is she? Man, are you okay?
You untie her, and she says, "My name is Livia Moretti. I'm the owner of Verdant Holdings."
You're so calm about being... Is this a thing that you do?
No, it is most decidedly not a thing that I do.
You're very calm about it all. Are you okay? Are you hurt?
There was no consent.
I'm fine. Someone just grabbed me as I was leaving, and then they brought me back into the building and tied me up and just left me by the machine. I didn't get a look at them.
That was a different step in their plan.
I detected illusionary magic in the southwest corner of the warehouse. Illusionary?
Illusion.
Illusionary.
Illusion?
Illusory.
Illusory?
I know, words are difficult.
Illusion.
The power of illusion was detected!
It's an illusion, Michael.
There it is.
Worst magic ever.
There it is.
So just go inside then? Where's Yuki? And Reverie?
They're still hidden inside there. We need to go in quickly before they get detected. If they get detected, I'm sure that whoever's in there's probably noticed our friend here vanish.
Yuki, your detect thoughts.
Nope, that's Naruto's detect thoughts.
I met Naruto. Naruto, your detect thoughts returns nothing from Livia.
That's weird.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Refresh my memory, has Naruto run into stuff that can blank her detect thoughts before?
I don't remember if you used it on the quads, but it happened with the quads.
Yes.
Somebody did.
Yeah. Cool. Alright.
When Professor blipped out with her, did anything move, or did Yuki detect any movement or anything inside?
Give me a perception check.
Okay. Ooh. 21.
Decidedly no. No additional movement.
Motherfuckers. She's going to hang there and watch with her bat eyes to see any movement, but she's also going to watch with her bat eyes to watch Reverie to make sure that nobody's going to fuck with Reverie too. She's kind of like multitasking.
Naruto is going to use the message cantrip to send a message to Jade.
Okay.
Naruto says, something is not right with Livia. I'm getting the same response when I tried to use magic on the quads. I think she might be bait. Do you have any way to undo a shapeshift?
I'll respond back. I do, but it will hurt whomever, even if they're not a shapeshifter.
Oh, ask me.
That is who Naruto would probably ask next. Naruto will send a return message. I don't want her hurt. I know the professor can, because I've seen the professor use dispel magic before, right?
No, but I have the museum apparatus, and I can if I pass the test.
Okay. Naruto thinks Professor has dispel magic. She just, alright. Be ready. I'm going to ask the professor to see if he can safely dispel it. You can respond to this message.
Professor just You see
No,
him just.
I told Jade that. So
Oh, sorry.
I'm giving Jade the chance to say a response if she has one.
Yeah. And I'm just double checking on my stuff real quick.
Because Naruko is not going to try and convince her to moonbeam someone. Because
Yeah.
even if it works, Jade's going to be traumatized by that.
Yeah. Jade. Jade says, check with the professor.
Mhm.
I'll keep hold of Livia, and I'll see if there's anything else I can do.
Okay.
And because Jade has been, the professor was untying her, and Jade's been checking her to make sure she's not hurt. So it's kind of like that, just like quick, like gentle pat down of like your arms and things to see if you're hurting. And while she does that, Jade's gonna ask the Void for help. And I'll put a pin in that while you respond about what the professor is gonna do.
Lovely. Yeah, so Naruko cast messages to Professor, let him know, hey, Detect Thoughts is returning no feedback. Reminds me a little too much of the quads. I think she may be a plant. Do you have a means to safely dispel a shapeshift or other effect on her?
He just kind of looks over his shoulder at Naruko, gives like a very small nod, and then with his left hand, the one with the glove on it, you see it sort of like light up with arcane runes, and he snaps his finger. And let me roll my Arcana.
Thanos snapper.
Yeah, 19 on the roll. I need a 16 to pass to cast Dispel Magic.
All right. I'll resolve that in a moment. I would like to know, in the meantime, what Yuki and Reverie are doing inside the building.
Is there anyone else in here?
You have not seen anybody else so far.
Is there anything of note to say, like who would that would say like who operates out of this, or like give a clue?
Not sure what you mean.
Like, can I search the premises for?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So yeah, you can search
Clues.
the premises. Yeah. Yes, you can give me an investigation check.
One to two.
So on a 22, you notice that a lot of the crates and the barrels in here, they are stamped with the Goldwater Trading Company's logo. The machine itself seems to have a branding on it. That is the branding of Verdant Holdings, which is the company that owns this building. Along with that, you do see that there are a number of scratch marks, kind of like etched into the floors and the walls, and you see that there are some scorch marks as well in the walls themselves. So, impression you get, the machine is owned by Verdant Holdings, which is, who owns this building. The supplies seem to have come from the Goldwater Trading Company.
Can I tell what these scorch marks are from?
Yeah, I'd say, actually, why don't you give me a perception check with advantage for that?
$13.
Source of fire for sure, but like there was like a blast of directed fire. I don't think you'd really, well, at 13, I don't think you'd really be able to tell what kind of like source it was from, but it would definitely have burned hotter than like a torch or something like that.
Okay.
I think you being a spellcaster, I think you would pick up that, these could very well have been made by a spellcaster. Anything from Yuki in the meantime?
I think Yuki is going to keep her eyes on Reverie, and then can I? I know there were no doors leading in to this place other than the one we went through. Can I look around, flitting like a bit, and see if I can locate any other way someone might have gotten in, like to like tie her up or anything? 'Cause again, like I'm trying to keep like meta not in my head, and that I don't know that guy is there, but can I look around to see if there's any other way that somebody else might have gotten in or out?
Give me a perception check.
Okay.
Is Yuki picking up anything with her echolocation?
I don't know if that's a thing.
Can I use the Ek of warning? Can I use the Ek of warning like location?
The way that the D&D hands it is that bats have a blind sight out to 60 feet. So
Motherfuck! Tell me what to roll to use the Ek of warning like echolocation, and I'll
does
do
it
it.
give you the stats of a bat?
better.
Yeah.
It's using
those stats.
What was that, Ben?
Polymorph gives you the creature stats.
When the cloak near you can use your action to cast polymorph and yourself transforming into a bat. Cloak of
This
the
would be
bat.
all right. You need to look up the bat stats.
Yeah, I'm like, bat.
But
24 or 2014 bat.
I think that's the same.
This is exactly the same.
It does have blind sight. Yeah, Yuki, you notice the creature in the corner.
fuck yeah! Okay, so I notice him, and you said perception as well for to see if I can see how somebody got in, right? Did you say perception or investigation?
I'm sorry, could you repeat that question?
The original thing that I was doing to try to see if there was any sort of like trapdoor or some other way, like from the floor that someone might have gotten in or out, or might have been using to get in or out.
Perception.
Seeing like if anything's disturbed. Okay, I wasn't sure if it was perception or investigation, so it's perception.
Mhm.
So that is a 3, 2. That's 23.
You're pretty certain the only way in or out of this building are double doors at the front.
Get damn. Okay. Ba 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 doo doo. But I can see that fucker.
You know that it's there with your blind
Okay.
sight.
Okay.
You can't physically see it, but with your blind sight, you know that it's there.
Okay. Okay. Hold on. Okay. Hang on. I have a thing, but I need to make sure that I can still do the thing. To find it, motherfucker. It's not a bonus action.
Remember, you are a bat, so if you try to do anything,
I-
you're using bat stats.
Yeah.
Bat cat.
So. Damn, the echolalia is off today. So can I do the telepathic thing and send a message to Reverie?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. I will send a message to Reverie saying, Reverie, there is something. I'll start. Reverie, it's Yuki. I've turned into a bat. I'm not sure if you were aware. I am.
Just so you know.
Just so you know, something important. I am a bat.
I mean, just Yeah, just in case you know. She didn't announce it before she did it because she didn't want to make any noise because she was being
You kinda
fucking
did.
stealthy. No, she's
You
being
announced
stealthy.
that?
That. That.
Your verbal component.
That's a great
She
verbal component.
she said, I am currently hanging above the machine. There is a possibly person, something that I can tell. I don't know what it is. Be very cautious, and I will describe to her where it is, but I can't see where it is in relation to me because the map is blank, or black, so. But I think Yuki essentially is going to give Reverie a heads up, like, hey, I'm a fucking bat right now. I'm hanging above the thing, watching everything. Also, there's something over here. Be careful.
So I am, as of yet, undetected, as far as I can tell.
As far as you can tell.
There's something over there. Or someone.
It's the real Olivia. It's her twin. Dun dun dun.
That's the mini quads. I didn't sign up for this.
Turns out we're just resolving family drama in this neighborhood the whole time.
It wouldn't even be the first time, man.
Anything you want to do, Reverie?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and cast invisibility on myself.
Okay. Reverie goes invisible. Yuki, as far as you can tell, you are now alone with this invisible thing in this room. As Reverie goes invisible.
You can still see him.
Still
Blindsight.
blindsight.
Yeah.
Blindsight.
So she sees Reverie.
Yep.
Oh, that is true. Oh my god. Yeah, never mind.
It's a long day, man. It's okay.
You good, Joe?
I'm good. I'm good. Alright. Cut back to outside. Professor, you use your glove
Thanos snap.
to Thanos snap this dispel magic on Livia. What happens is you see a magical facade start to fade from around her.
Oh no.
Dun-dun-dun.
And what now looks at you in the face looks a little bit like a panther with an eye patch.
Oh,
What?
If it was another temerity, I would have stepped on her. I don't know what you are.
Interesting.
What are you?
As she realizes that the magic has faded, this creature kind of shrugs and says, I guess the jig is up, and snaps its fingers. You all see a bright light flood out from underneath the doors of this building. Yuki and Reverie, while you are inside, you see a bright light flares from the center of the ground. It is a portal opening up with a strange symbol in the center of it. Out from this portal steps out what looks like 3 dogs with their hair on fire.
Oh, fuck.
Oh,
Wait, this was not on my bingo card.
I am now going to place Yuki and Reverie inside the building where let me ask you, Yuki, where would you have been at this point? Would you still be kind of hovering around the invisible thing kind of in the corner?
That she was above the machine.
Yeah, Yuki would be above the machine.
Yuki's above the machine.
That's what she was. She was above the machine because the machine is what we were keeping our eyes on. So, yeah, Yuki would be above the machine.
I'm about to drag your token. You're about to see some shit.
Okay. Oh, God. No, I'm just kidding.
Same thing with Reverie. where in this room would you be?
Probably over by where Olivia was tied up.
So I'd say like right here. So you guys are here. You have this cat person that is now standing in front of you. You see the bright light flood out from under the doors. Those of you inside the building see these puppies on fire, kind of stepping out. And that, to me, feels like initiative. That's
Yeah,
not
it does.
that's not the initiative button. Where's the initiative? There's the initiative button.
That was so great and so cool.
Mhm.
I'm just glad the machine didn't get poofed away. Okay, that would have been annoying.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, who's gonna actually get my initiative? Who have I clicked on? Let's find out.
I
Ooh.
give my blessing to Professor, so you can re-roll your initiative for advantage.
Okay.
Oh, it's actually Ren who got it.
19.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Woo!
All right, gear dice love me. That's the second 18 I rolled with them.
Hell
Excellent
yeah.
choice. They're there for Naruto.
Mhm.
Let's see. Guess that. Narco, do you need me to add you to the turn order?
Yes, please.
Hey, did Narcus
Oh
get
wait,
in?
wait, they fixed it. I can now add my own turn to the initiative order.
Oh, there you go.
Ooh, yay.
What amazing quality of life features we have added.
Mhm.
Jump gate. I should probably also get your companions in. So, Marcus.
It also advanced transform. I can now flip my token on the
Ooh.
axis. Yes.
Fancy.
Yes.
Oh wait, why doesn't it let me? Oh, okay, now it's. Don't try to flip too many times. It gets confused.
Same.
Syrian. Actually, you guys have control of Syrian. What do you want to roll for Syrian?
I can roll for Syrian.
My inspiration shit, I ain't touching for anybody else.
Do you have the stat block for Syrian as well?
I don't have it yet.
Let me get it for you. I probably should have just made
Syrian
this
has
like-
really. I don't know if Syrian having really awesome stats makes his introduction even worse in retrospect.
Makes it funnier.
It is pretty funny.
Let's get this guy in.
I cannot remember a time he was more proud of anyone than those goblins on that day. Admittedly, he only remembers most of the last couple weeks, but still.
Yeah, these guys are rolling shit initiative.
Good. Love
Good.
that for us.
Well, one of these dogs is about to get a face full of cat, so they're about to be super fucking surprised.
That cat.
Yeah, they are.
I feel kind of bad for this cat person outside right now.
It's like,
They
it was
are
just
tactically
business.
in advisable position.
Yeah.
Well, you kind of blew their cover, so.
Wonder how long they would have kept that facade up,
Wonder how many other times they tried that.
right?
Is
Lydia,
this
do
guy's
you
job
know
to
that
just
you're
sit
being...
there every time?
Yeah, Livia, do you know that you're being impersonated as a damsel in distress?
You know, you think I'd what's the word I'm looking for? You think I'd anticipate the dimension door by now?
You gotta anticipate the dimension door, man.
Gotta anticipate.
You never. It took you how long to start anticipating Steffi making a door?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're always
I love that
either
game.
stymied by doors or constantly making our own ways of doors.
Well, that's
So
because we keep getting stuck by doors.
so stymied by doors. Bullshit.
Narco, what's your dex score?
14.
14. Yep. Reverie Professor?
Sorry, what?
Dex score.
What?
16.
14.
Alright. Jade?
Dex is 18.
Alright, so that's good. Let's see, it's got 15. This guy's got 14, so Syrian goes first. This guy. Okay. Ren, your dex score.
Shitty. 12.
Okay. So Marcus does go for you.
Yeah.
Okay. The stage is set. Some stuff lit up inside the building. Yuki, you are a bat. Reverie, you are invisible. Meanwhile, on the outside, the doors are locked, and now it's this one cat person facing off all of you. And with that, Naruko, you are first to act.
Lovely. This is a spell that I have yet to make use of, so that's fun. So Naruto, as a bonus action, was prepared that since we're expecting Red Hoods, that they might have funky disappearing act nonsense. So she pulls out a bullet that has a little glowing golden band around it, sort of like a stylized sun with rays beaming off of it. She loads that into her gun, and she is going to take a shot with her rifle. Am I allowed to make non-lethal damage with a musket?
Sure, you say you go for like a leg shot or an arm shot or something.
Yeah, okay. If not, it's okay. Jade is right, and Ren are both expert, so it'd be fine. It'd be fine. But yes, I am going to take a shot. I am. Let me check to see, because the spell I am using is Branding Smite.
Oh.
Okay. Okay, good. If I miss the shot, the spell doesn't like expel. The spell stays active until I actually hit the enemy.
Okay.
That's nice. Okay. I'm flavoring it as bullets, but technically, even if this bullet misses, I have another bullet.
Sure.
So with that, I'm going to be cheeky. I'm going to go ahead and use Sharpshooter.
Okay.
All right. Again, the gear dice are good. This time it is a 17 on the die, so that is a 23 to hit.
23 hits.
Okay. So this is going to do a D12 plus bonus, and then the brand goes off, which will deal another 2d6 of radiant.
Okay.
Joe, do you need the damage types divvied out?
Yes, please.
For that reason? Okay. So, also let me check here. Okay. Despite having the radiant weapon thing on my musket, it does not cause the musket to do radiant damage. So that's good to know.
Shame.
So the damage from the magical piercing is 25.
Magical piercing is 25. Give me a moment to look something up. And could you post the details of branding Smite when you get a chance?
I don't want her going invisible.
Mood.
Also, she gets all bright, which will make it easier to track if she tries to run.
Second level. Okay. So you said that was 25 of piercing?
Yes.
It's super effective.
Oh! Oh, is she? Ooh. If she's
Oh,
Oh, is she Rakshasa?
Maybe.
Ooh.
oh,
Oh, this
There
is
it is,
good.
the Rakshasa. We found
Oh,
it.
I am
Oh, we
going
found
to
it in
murder
the
her.
Oh, damn.
Oh God! Oh, Joe thinks Narco is a good character. That's nice.
I mean, that's your alignment.
Did I put my alignment? I did put my alignment in my character sheet.
Yep.
That's on me. Okay. Cool. Meanwhile, the brand part does another 11 radiant damage.
Okay.
These dice are so fucking good.
Nothing special about the radiant, but it does hit. Like
Sweet.
normal.
Cool. Okay, so she's not super full on Rakshasa because she wasn't immune to that, so that's nice. Okay. Now she glows. It is not like Fairy Fire where you get advantage on attacks or anything. It's just you can't go invisible.
Can't go invisible.
Uh,
Yep. Okay.
But she does leave a little glowy trail. And I am going to shoot her again because I saw that work very well. And I am still going to sharpshoot.
Okay.
Does a 16 hit?
16 does not hit.
And you hope so. Oh no.
I have advantage. Or not advantage, inspiration. I will use it.
Okay.
Oh, no. Dice. No, dice are gone. Hold on.
The dice are with Rosie now.
Mm-hmm.
When I get this back.
Little sweet.
Rosie was very unhappy. We had the plumber come in around to
Oh,
look at stuff downstairs.
Oh, I didn't show off.
new people.
There, that's a tip.
I was gonna ask.
Oh, that's good.
God!
I was gonna
Okay,
ask.
if I had seen how much that did, I probably wouldn't have bothered with sharp shot on the second one. Okay. It's fine. The reroll is a 23.
23
Get it.
hits.
Lovely.
I don't want to fight a Rakshasa.
I don't think you'll have to because this is going to be 22 points of piercing damage,
Yeah.
Oh God.
which it's
Completely.
doubled to 4.
Completely takes it out.
Can-
Oh, you were trying non-lethal.
Yeah. Appreciate it.
Jade's turn.
Is someone wanted to do the math on that? How much damage did I deal in one turn?
Well, the first shot was 50, and then plus the
Yeah.
plus the branding smite. The second shot was, you said, was 22, so that was another 44 points of damage. So that was at least 94. You did 100 points of damage easily,
Okay. Okay.
thanks to the vulnerability from piercing.
All right. I should not have even bothered with using the spell slot there. That's cool.
Well, I mean, to be fair, we didn't know at the time.
Yeah, you had no idea. So
Although,
Yeah.
hilarious because my first thought when this thing popped up was like, it'd be so funny if this was a Rakshasa. And then it turned out that it was. And I was like, oh no, I don't want it to be.
So
Now it's
basically,
fine.
she was revealed. She snapped her fingers. Narako just gangland style shot her in both the knees, and she passed out.
Jesus.
That happened within like 2 seconds.
How's Marcus feeling?
He's
Is he
he's
concerned
really
or turned
he's standing
on?
really awkwardly now, trying to hunch over because
his eyes are wide. He's slightly scare-roused.
Scarecrow.
Get roused.
they're aroused.
No, that tracks.
Cool. Since I used my bonus action to cast that spell, Narako can't order RB to do super stuff. However, he does still have his movement and his reaction.
Mm-hmm.
So I would like to hold his reaction. Whenever Mara flies down and offers the key, RB will go ahead and open the doors for us.
Okay. Sounds good. Anything else?
And, she will just move up here, see the incapacitated Livia and say, "All right, into the building. Let's save our friends."
Alrighty.
That's yep. That's all I got.
The Hellhound is going to go. Going to move. Actually, yeah, okay. Going to move. 10, 15, 20, 25. Is going to hold an action. Professor, you are up.
He's gonna yell over his shoulder, "Mara, the key!" and run up here and kind of, as he's running, he kind of drops to does one of those like baseball slides and skids up to the door and presses his face. Can I see under the door?
Give me a perception check.
Perception. I'm gonna use my other inspiration on that 4. 17 plus 4. 21.
So as you slide, you take a quick peek underneath the door. There's enough of a gap where you can see the light kind of flooding out from underneath. You see 3 sets of 4 like dog paws. The closest set is 10 feet away from the door. The others are about 40 feet back, I think.
I'm going to hold my action to ready a spell for when the doors open.
Okay. Anything else for Professor as you ready this action?
What do I got for bonus actions? Bonus action. Nope, that's it.
Okay. Reverie, you are inside the building. You are invisible.
Am I getting anything from Mara right now?
Mara reports back basically what happened with Livia. That Livia transformed into like a panther kind of person, and then Nariko shot it. But other than that, there's no other activity that Mara detects.
Okay. And I see that Hellhound moving toward the door. Are these focused on the door also?
They are currently pointed towards the door, yeah.
Do I want to do something stupid?
I roll dice.
Chaos Crew.
I mean, it is Wednesday.
I mean, you are with Chaos Crew. Just saying.
Mm.
It's kind of on brand. Also, you're squishy, don't die.
Are there windows in here?
No. Oh, there are, but they're like bricked up. So like, where you see, oh, I don't know if you probably can't see it from this end, but where you see like these kind of like depressions in the wall here, those would have been windows, but they are currently like sealed up.
Okay. Well, I'm going to do something stupid, but first I'm going to move.
It's music to my ears.
I can't wait.
I cast Fireball.
There it is.
On the Hellhounds?
Don't worry, it's not just any Fireball.
Okay,
I'm
sure.
going to make it a not Fireball.
I cast not fireball.
Oh.
So I assume. Let's see. So let's get Fireball out. I should probably just keep it out because I feel like this isn't going to be the only one.
Why do you say it like that?
Fireball.
Yeah, right? Why would you?
Fireball.
Fireball. The non-alcoholics call it cinnamon.
Fireball. Oh wait a minute. I don't think I want that one. Go away. Fireball. Whoa!
Whoa!
Awesome.
Okay, that's cool.
I didn't know it did that. That's crazy.
That's cool as fuck.
It
Have
made
you
a
not been
little.
messing with
It made a little animation.
Yeah, that's me. I'm doing that.
Oh!
Let me in! I want to
Fireball!
Here, you can have some too. Here, there you go.
I was like, whoa! I just dragged it out and it started exploding. It's cool. I didn't know Roll20 did this now.
It's like Joe. It's like tiny child Joe discovering Christmas for the first time.
Oh.
Let him have fun.
Okay. I've given all players control of the Fireball. Rever, you may place it where you like.
Why would you do that? Sorry. Don't let me have fireball. We already learned that on Sunday.
All
Okay.
right.
All the
So I'm
I love
going to
it.
place it there.
Uh-huh. Gonna make 3.
And unfortunately, Hunger of Hardar is not a
pink
missile
one.
book, so I can't really use that one. But I can use Spirit Shroud to change the damage type of Fireball. Let's try Cold.
Okay. So I've got two failures and 1 success. 20. So
Okay.
20 is the full. So this one. Oh, there's the hit points. That one took full damage. This one took half. This one took full.
Yeah, that's not enough damage. As soon as I
Yeah.
cast that spell, I'm moving back here.
Okay.
Not waiting to see the explosion or anything. Just cast move.
As you move from that spot, Reverie, a claw swipes out at you in a
No.
Oh, what the fuck?
opportunity attack.
Oh no!
Oh
You
no.
remembered about the hidden thing, right?
Maybe.
Yeah, but I didn't know where it was. And the Hellhounds that I can see kind of take priority.
Yuki told you where it was, but that's okay. Things got exciting.
What the fuck?
Looks a little bit like this.
What in the fuck is that?
Whoa!
I don't want to take it back.
oh, it's,
Oh wait, I saw that guy in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie. That one's Tonka, right? Or is that Razor? I can't tell. Razor.
It's Slash. From the comics.
Okay, it's from the comics. Sorry.
You're all wrong.
On the upside, the Turtle fans still knew it was Turtles. I love Tonka. That big werewolf guy is adorable. I gotta type.
Rever, you're going to take 6 points of slashing damage.
Slash from Slash.
Yes.
You know, if they put a top hat on him, I could have figured out with Slash.
Am
That's
I?
Rose's joke.
Yeah, I'll take 6 points.
Okay.
Is he now visible?
Yeah, when Reverie casts Fireball, that brings you out of invisibility.
Yuki, we need to go. And that is my turn. I'm not sending Mara any commands. I don't know if Mara would bring them the key of her own volition or not.
We can roll for it.
I think Professor was calling out to Mara
I'll just
on
move
his
this
turn.
over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think yeah, so if Mara goes on your initiative, I think Mara would, since Professor was calling out for Mara, I'll let you decide, Ben, if Mara would kind of respond to that and fly the key to Professor.
I mean, she knows who all my friends are. She would help.
Okay. Professor Mara flies the key to you. Or Arby was flying the key to Arby, sorry. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Mara flies the key over to Arby.
RB takes its reaction to unlock and open the doors.
Unlock.
Careful, doors are opening.
Open. Open. Couple things happen now.
Ooh.
Jade, as the door opens from where you are standing, you see that symbol that's set in the floor, and I think you know what that is.
Yeah.
There are some held actions that are going to go off. The Hound's action was held before Professor, so Hellhound's action is going to go off. You see it fills its lungs with air, and it breathes out a cone of flame. Let's see if I can make this work.
Oh,
See if this does what I want it to do. Ah, there we go. I need Professor and Arby to give me dexterity saving throws.
yeah, that's a nat one. So
Oh!
that's
Oh no! Do you want an inspiration?
that's fine.
You sure? I have 2. You can take one mine. You're more
I'll
than welcome
take
to it.
I'll take
Do
it.
Do
Yeah,
it.
it's probably not that bad.
Do it.
It's an 11. I rolled an 8.
Oh,
RB has a 13 total.
Oh, does Jeffrey need to roll that too?
Jeffrey's out.
Is he
of
still in your
range.
Pokeball?
Oh, okay, good.
Oh,
Jeffrey's out of the range.
Jeffrey, come out.
Professor, you are going to take 21 points of fire damage. Arby will take half.
It's the flesh wound.
Ow.
Yeah, it's your flesh that got wounded.
That's what I said.
But that will trigger Professor your held action.
Don't like that, but I don't like those. I need a 20-foot sphere.
A 20-foot sphere.
Like a fireball.
Like a Hunger of Hadar.
Like a hugger.
Mm.
Size like a fireball.
Yeah, they're practically the same, right?
I don't think that's
It's a
right.
20-foot sphere.
Yeah, all 20 feet.
I want to target
Wow.
around these guys. Unless I don't think I can get all 3.
Let's see. So I will
That sphere looks a little small.
Is it?
Because it's a 20-foot radius, right?
20-foot radius.
Yeah, so it needs like another
Oh.
10.
Yeah, just the image is not as good as it should be. So let's just give
Rude.
an aura of 0, and that should just give you the same effect. Give it all players.
Oh.
How's that?
Yeah, the image I used for fireball is the same way, but in the token itself it says like 10 by 10, so that you know that you need to make it a little larger to fit the dimensions.
Yeah, it's weird. This one says 8 by 8, so I don't know. Let me also make this a drawing, so you're not bound to the grid, so you can place that wherever you like, Professor.
I already did.
Oh, great.
That'll work.
I got
Alright, so, we've got to make some saves here. Does that also make the area darkness? Does it linger? I forget.
It is darkness and it lingers.
Oh my gosh.
Blackness.
magical.
is-
It's not magical darkness, but it's dark in there because they can't see out to like which way to go.
It's dark in here.
No light, magical or otherwise, can illuminate the area, and creatures fully within the area are blinded. Any creature that starts its turn there takes the cold damage. Any creature that ends its turn there must make a dexterity saving throw. Okay. So you're going to have to remind me of that. Yeah, so this sphere of darkness opens up.
Yeah, that's my held action.
Okay. Man, that was a hell of a chain reaction right there.
That was a good action.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys don't see this, but something happens from within the darkness.
Oh no.
Let me take a look. This makes it very interesting. Okay. Okay. Professor, please roll me 2d6 cold damage.
2d6. 9.
Okay. What's it gonna do? 38.
I did roll the actual damages just up above the
Oh,
thing.
do you want to roll every time, or you just want to keep that 9?
I'll just keep that 9.
Okay, so make a note of that 9 for the cold damage. So remind me when something starts
Yep.
its turn in that space. So this thing is going to 10. Why can I? Uh-oh.
Oh,
Probably.
Am I?
The dark space there is also difficult terrain on top of all the other stuff, right?
Is it?
Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, okay. So
I read it.
I think it would know that. 5. So that's actually 10. 20. Reverie from out of the darkness. You see one of these guys pop out.
The
that guy's
fuck is
important.
that?
Wait, do I see him too?
Not even remotely friendship.
Okay.
Yeah, you seem to, Yugi. So
The
that
fuck is this?
20. Doesn't clock the bat. Reverie is behind the thing, so its vision is blocked, so it's going to go this way. And then
I was really hoping you were going to say attack the turtle.
that'd be nice.
Right? Jesus.
and then use its action to dash. Yes. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That's about as far as it gets. Jade, you're up.
Fuck you. So I saw briefly when that door opened before Professor's spell went off. I saw that symbol on the floor. Is the portal still open?
Yes.
Do I know how to shut a portal down? It's okay if the answer is no.
I would say you would have to find the person that's keeping it open actively.
Okay. Person that's keeping it open actively. Alright.
That seems like a stretch.
Alright, so first things first, I'm gonna roll for panic attack, but I have advantage on these now.
Hey!
Thanks, creepy void friend.
Cool. The first one was a 2. What do I add?
I'd say wisdom modifier. So
Okay.
I would say make it the same as wisdom save.
Okay, great. So, the next one is a 16.
Okay.
17. So I'm okay. As Jade sees that, drops. So she wasn't really holding Livia, but she was attending to Livia before she got shot. So she just lets her fall and stands up, and as she stands up, she grabs her staff and slams it on the ground. And I'm going to cast my Twilight Sanctuary is up now, as Jade's eyes turn to starlight, and we're going to use, where is that at? Do I want to do that, or okay, I'll do this for now. So Twilight Sanctuary is up. If you're within my aura, if you end it in my aura, you're going to get a, how many hit points? Oh, we're gonna get 12 temp HP every time you end your turn in my aura. Let me put my aura up on me.
Nice.
Yes.
Yes.
So we've got that as just a wave of twilight rolls from Jade. We're going to do that right now. Got my Twilight Sanctuary up. And as my bonus action at the same time, because seeing that is still triggering, even though I'm not having a panic attack, and I'm going to summon my sisters as my spirit guardians. So now spirit guardians are up.
Oh boy.
That is a 15 foot. It's 15 foot. Yeah, 15 foot radius on me. So excuse me while I have two auras going at the same time.
Are you able to cast? Is Twilight Sanctuary an action or a bonus action?
Twilight Sanctuary is an action. Spirit Guardians is a bonus action.
It is?
It is?
Isn't it?
And the new
fuck
ones?
me. I'm sorry. I was looking at Spiritual Weapon.
Okay.
I was like, oh, that's great. That's okay. That'll be next time. So just know that that's coming, Joe. Prepare yourself for that.
Sure.
So for my bonus action then, I am now within my Twilight Sphere. I have dim light. It's dark outside anyway. We're nighttime. I gave myself a flying speed as my steps of night kick in. And I'm going to move myself in this way. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm getting into here as quickly as I can.
In that
hopefully-
space, you'll be affected by the arms of Adar.
Even if she's
Am I-
flying.
I'm flying, but the arms of Adar is like a 20-foot sphere of
Almost.
in all dimensions.
Yeah.
So I'll move right here.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Okay.
That is my turn for now. Be prepared for Spirit Guardians on my next go, though.
Fine. Alright. Hellhound, which is inside the Hadar, gets 9 points. Going to run, I think. 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. And then we're going to dash 5, 10, 15, 20. And that's all it's got. This is also going to take 9 points as it emerges. This will be 10, 20, 30. And then take a dash. As it pops out from the Hadar, you see another one of these guys pop out.
Motherfuck.
And it's going to start joining the fray. So that's that one. And then we're up to Syrian.
Syrian gets a turn.
Syrian, not wasting any opportunity to be hero, just like all these people. Speed of 30, I believe. We'll pull this back up. He can move 30 feet. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Can I end in the space with Jeffrey since he's kind of just floating there?
Jeffrey's a familiar. I think I'm fine with it.
All right. He
It's
can't
friendly
really
familiar,
do
I should say.
from here, but he's going to dash 5, 10, and he's going to 5, 10, 15, 20, because I don't want to stand in the way of Arby. And does he have any bonus actions? Nope. Then he's gonna just stand defiantly, imposingly right here, ready to soak up some attacks.
All right.
Superhero pose.
The hero cape just flapping in the wind, looking like true form of a hero of legend. The slightest smile on his face, the slightest twinkle of absolute terror in his eyes.
First day of combat training. Welcome. We have demons. Lots of demons. That's all that.
Yeah, we do. Gosh, he is so young and idealistic.
Right.
Oh, Mousetrap.
Smile.
They're all young and idealistic,
Oh,
I am
sorry,
not.
Mousetrap.
except for Ren.
I would like to add idealistic, but also ambitious in Naruto's case.
Also true.
She is young though. She is 16.
Yuki, you're up.
Hello.
Hi, you're back.
So I was reading over the polymorph thing whilst everyone else was going, and I don't see that it takes an action or bonus action to unpolymorph.
I think so. I'm pretty sure polymorph is concentration, so I think you just simply drop concentration. I think. Yes.
I didn't see anything that said like action, bonus action, whatever. So I figured it's just something that she could just drop.
Yeah. You could just drop the polymorph whenever you like.
Rad. How high is the ceiling?
I love these games.
We'll call it 15 feet.
Man. I was debating whether I wanted to do superhero landing or not, and I'm not willing to take any damage from that. So we're not superhero
Aren't you a monk? Don't you get like slow fall eventually, where you can drop from heights?
Yeah, she does have
Aren't you a
slow
cat?
fall.
Don't you always land on your feet?
We do land on our feet. Yeah. Let's see. You can use reaction when you fall to reduce any falling damage you take by 35. Okay. Fuck it. We're gonna go big. So
I'll tell you this: if you use your slow fall, it will use your reaction, so you won't have your reaction available to you until the start of your next turn. But
fuck that. Never
if
mind.
you want to do the cool thing, I'll let you. We'll call it. It's not that high. Call it a DC 15 acrobatics to stick the landing and not take damage from, 10, 15 feet.
I mean, what are you going to use that reaction for, anyways?
I have a couple things.
Oh, when we get to 5.5, Yuki gets deflect blows, and that's gonna be so good.
Oh,
Oh,
that's exciting.
5.5 monk is fucking stupid.
You know what? Hang on. That's here.
It's so good.
It's
so good.
It's so good.
That's
I'm like, it's like,
16.
what if we got deflect? What if we just make deflect arrows better?
All right, so I rolled a 16, so we're not going to do dumb shit. We're going to do smart shit. So,
Okay.
Yuki is going to fly down
Mm-hmm.
to bow, and she will unpolymorph,
Okay.
unbat, and she'll become Yuki again. She is going to look up at this big motherfucker, on purpose, getting between it and Reverie. Gonna look at this big motherfucker and say, "I don't like it when you hit my friends. That makes me very mad. And she will pop her gauntlet.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to go. And then she is going to do some skibbity bat.
As you go, as you pop out of polymorph, as you go to
Mm.
attack this creature, it looks at you and it blinks. And I think with your passive insight, you feel that there is almost a bit of recognition in its expression. And you hear it grumble out with a gravelly voice. It just says, Zhao Mao.
Uh-oh.
Ah, fuck. Ah, fuck.
Uh-oh.
Proceed.
Hearing that and some bullshit talking about my guy, Yuki will narrow her eyes. She will brush aside her skirts so she has better like positioning. Like she'll do that like monk thing where she like swings a leg around slowly so she repositions. And she'll narrow her eyes at it. Say, you could never hold a candle to Zhao Mao.
Babe, I
How
think
dare you?
He was calling you Zhao
He was.
Mao.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm not Zhao Mao.
I don't have the hat.
Isn't Zhao Mao a
Outcast look
title?
like to you?
Wait, what?
Isn't Zhao Mao a title?
No, Zhao Mao is the head of the monastery.
Monastery.
Yeah.
That's its name, or is that its title within the monastery?
Yes.
Cool.
It could be both.
Things, shut up. So she will reposition, squint her eyes, and she will do some skibidi baps.
All right.
And first attack, not great. That's a 17.
17 hits.
That I love that for me. All right.
It is a big turtle. So I mean, it's
Yeah.
got a hard shell, but 17 hits.
1d8. That is a pathetic 7 damage for the first attack.
Okay.
Ooh, that's better. That's way better. That is. I don't like math. 26.
Yeah, that hits.
Is a 26, and then we're gonna. Ooh, that's better as well. 11 points of damage.
Okay.
And then, because it's been a minute since Yuki's combated, can she also use a key point to get more attacks?
Yeah, you can use a key point to get 2 more as a bonus
Yeah.
action. You use your flurry of blows.
You popped
Yeah.
your gauntlet though. Did
Yeah,
you?
that's right.
That's
You
right.
don't.
That
you
was
don't
bonus
have a
action.
bonus action.
Yes, you will.
Yeah.
Yes, so never mind. Yeah, you wouldn't have that available to you then.
Okay. I wasn't sure if that was bonus action. I forgot how that worked. It's been a minute.
You've been doing the touristy thing.
I know, right? Then I think that'll be it for the uke.
All right. You guys inside the building, you're going to see something else pop out as it will first take damage from the Hunger Madar. This thing has life, so 10, 20.
Look, I don't know about you, but if I walked through a portal and immediately I was in darkness with tentacles and like frozen half to death, I would go back to the portal. I would not
Yeah.
stay.
Well, they're here already. So you see one of
You
these
have
guys.
to
We never get to go on a road trip anymore.
See one of these goblin-looking things pop out and starts actually slashing at one of the crates.
Why?
Oh, good, fire hazard.
To bring us to.
It's full of gunpowder.
Probably.
Oh.
It's literally full of bricks. Like
Well, we've seen
that's like the least. The crates are probably flammable, but the stuff inside is definitely not.
just slash marks across the place. So if these things have been what's been popping out this whole time,
They're just We're gonna get in there. We're gonna.
They're
wreck up
literally here to just.
35,
They're literally here just to fuck shit up.
Oh no.
45.
It's okay. Naruto has mending.
Yeah. Narco's
Mm.
mending and also is great, so she could just fix it.
I mean, Naruto was like, honestly, if they break the machine, I could probably get it fixed by morning anyway. It's fine.
This one is just gonna get Jade. Jade, I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Nice. That is gonna be a 17.
Okay. 9, 11, 18. With already halved, you're going to take 9 points of fire damage as it exhales its fire breath out at you.
Okay.
That's already halved.
Okay, cool.
Brutus. A boy.
Protect the principal.
He needs a health bar.
Brutus just goes, nope, picks up Arcus and leaves.
Okay, we got the turn. Let's go.
You're being rescued. Do not resist.
Brutus said that he would.
Literally just holds all of his actions to just follow Marcus and keep him safe.
Let's see. He's going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and he's going to hold an action.
Is Brutus armed with anything, or is he going fists?
You see he like Professor, you see he pulls out almost like a compact shield that kind of like clicks out into place, and somehow hiding underneath like his clothing, he has a longsword. Right. And then another one of these guys pops out.
Fucking clown car to the 9 hells over here.
25, 30. Use dash action to get to the crates and is going to start slashing it, but won't be able to do it until its next turn. Let's see. Okay. Let's be 10, 20. The clown car continues.
Rude.
25, 30. Gonna hold an action there. That brings us to Marcus.
Oh, damn.
Moment of truth.
Ooh, okay. I might have something funny for this.
Oh, I can't wait.
Oh, that's not what I want. There. That's good. Okay. Okay. He's got 30 feet of movement, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I think he'll stay there by Marcus, and he gets this kind of like shit-eating grin on his face. He looks at... Let's see. He looks at these three in the line here, because he can't see this one in the darkness. So he looks at these three here. And through gritty teeth, through the smugness that only a noble could really carry, he looks at these three and he says, "When wizards cast detect thoughts on you, do they wonder why it doesn't work?"
Oh!
And each of those fuckers need to make a wisdom saving throw. So I need one on the Hellhound. Fail. One on each of the devils. Fail. Fail. He gets all three of them.
Damn.
They are going to take 6. They're each going to take 10 points of psychic damage.
Wow.
Multi-target mockery.
So you see, he weaves these distracting words, and these three creatures just kind of look up at him in confusion, and then they just kind of wince and cower back as the psychic damage takes hold. Oh, okay, cool. Put that on him too. Great. Hey, Marcus got some tricks. Ren, you're up.
Ren will trot forward after watching Marcus. Yes, not a dismal showing. Well done. Whoa, I was not focused when we started tonight because I'm on the wrong character sheet. But they both have Vine Whip, so that's
Were you about to cast some fireballs?
No, I was about to throw some magic rocks as a witch, but I'm not a witch tonight. Because I missed being a fireball because I was tired that day. Come on, I just want to use my whippy whip. Where's my whippy whip? Oh, my thorn whip. Come on, come on, come on. Okay, and we got a thorn whip.
So Ren trots over and whips it out. Marcus is impressed and intimidated.
Like, oh.
Probably.
Oh my.
But we are pulling that hellhound closer so Arby and Brutus can beat on him. So
Which one? This one right here? Okay.
that one right there.
Yeah, 24 will hit.
I sure hope so.
For 11 points of damage. If I can get to the sheet, that would be fantastic. Why can't I select the token?
I'm gonna do it.
Come on.
Here, puppy.
Hang on, I might need to reload real quick.
That's okay. I gotta go walk around. I haven't heard Charlie in a minute. Loki's camped out. Oh, never mind. It's fine.
Charlie's
Shh,
fighting
baby,
a
quiet.
giant turtle thing.
Charlie is lying down on the floor, snuggled with an R2D2 kicker, just looking out the door. Loki is snuggled up on my chair behind me. We're in the same room. We're happy. I'm gonna sit down and shut the fuck up.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Promise.
So I got the damage, and then you're pulling it 10 feet closer?
Most certainly.
Whip. There you
Don't
go.
forget Brutus and Marcus get the temp HP.
Oh, right.
Yep.
How much temp
12.
HP?
12.
Wow.
12. Yeah, I rolled very well. Plus, I get a
12.
Cool. Love that for us.
Yeah, you're gonna have to remind
Yeah.
me of that because I got a lot of shit going on here.
Yeah, no
That's
worries.
reasonable.
It also really hasn't been a thing until just now because all the other people were going, and then Yuki and Reverie are down at the bottom, so they haven't been able to go, and everyone else went before me.
All right. Red Thorn Whip, pull the hound closer. Anything else you wish to do with your turn?
Nope, I believe I've been quite effective.
All right.
Does Brutus's held action go up?
Oh, he was holding an action again.
Oh.
Not even reminded me.
Excellent.
Oh wait. Oh, this is interesting. Oh, that is interesting. Okay, so you see Brutus takes out his shield, goes to bash the hound, and I believe that's going to hit. Yep, that'll hit. Hound takes 7 points of bludgeoning and is pushed 5 feet. Brutus moves up 5 feet with it, and because this ability that Brutus has, if the target is pushed within 5 feet of a creature friendly to him, the target provokes an opportunity attack from that creature. So there are opportunity attacks currently provoked by Professor and Arby if they wish to take it.
Oh,
Ooh, that was funny as fuck.
do
That's
it.
hot, Brutus.
Do they both get the opportunity attack, or just one creature of his choice?
If the target is pushed within 5 feet of a friendly creature to him, the target provokes opportunity attack from that creature. Doesn't specify one or many, so I would think it's just all of them.
Yeah, Arby will take a free swing.
Yeah.
He can do deeps.
Oh,
No!
there you go. That sounds right.
He failed.
The fact Arby uses my spell attack modifier is lovely. That's a 25.
That hits.
Sure hope so.
And damage is 3d8 plus 1. Okay, these dice are fucking great, man. That's max damage.
Love that for you.
He's taking 12 points of force damage.
Whew. Go force. Brutus then gets 2 more longsword attacks on it. One-handed. That's
Control
a hit.
F you.
One's a hit and what's a crit. Holy shit. Alright.
Night night, puppy.
Yeah, it goes down.
Nice.
2
Red
wide
Smile's just pleased with
swings.
himself.
2 wide swings with the longsword, slash, cuts this thing apart and just drops it.
I like that.
Arby takes a moment to lock his photoreceptors with Brutus's eyes and just gives a very professional soldier-like nod of bodyguard bros.
I'm going to go ahead and move it out of the way to get it clear up the field a little bit. That was Brutus's held action.
That's a good turn.
Anything else for Rensky?
Yeah, anything else for Ren's turn?
No, I'm good. Ren's just very amused with how that worked out.
That worked out really well. Just pulled it,
It worked out
slash,
so
gone.
well.
Nice. We got one last friend coming out of the clown car. And
9
Can't
gold.
believe you did this to us.
20, 25, 30, dash to these crates.
Come on.
Slash is going to go at the start of its turn. You see he kind of like stomps the ground a bit, beats some stuff up, he regains some hit points.
God damn it.
It was quite annoying.
Takes out a glaive and is going to slash at you, Yuki.
Okay.
Yeah. First is a 26 to hit you.
Ooh.
Nope.
Nope. Nope.
Nope. Obvi.
There we go. The first one is going to deal 17 slashing points of damage to you.
Damn.
Hot.
Not.
Second attack is a dirty 20 to hit you.
Nope.
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 No.
I don't want to.
That's another
No.
another 17 points of slashing to you.
Damn.
Yay.
Gotta go work.
No.
Yeah.
You ready to leave?
What'd you say?
You ready to leave?
Oh, Reverie.
Yuki can go anywhere she wants. She got mobile. She got monk stuff.
Yeah.
Reverie's about to hit the dimension
Yeah,
door.
but Reverie got poo.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That will bring us back to the top of the order with Narco.
Lovely. This hellhound right here is in darkness, so Narco can't see them, right?
Correct.
Not liking the hounds doing area damage because we're all kind of choke pointed in this opening. So she's going to target this one. It also breathed fire on Jade. That was rude.
Sure.
Narco will move up just a bit. Sort of getting between Brutus and Marcus. Is like good one. At his devastating insult, and then firing on the Hellhound. Going to use Sharpshooter because I don't think Hellhounds have great AC. Well, a 12 probably doesn't hit.
A 12 will miss.
I will activate my amulet to turn that into a 16.
16 does hit.
Yeah. Magical piercing damage for 27 on the first hit.
Okay.
And then follow-up, I will not sharpshoot,
Okay.
which is good, because that is a 15.
15 hits.
Yay! Okay, this time it's only 10 points of damage.
10. Okay.
Bonus action for Arby. Boop, 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 boop. As he passes by, Arby will give a little tap to Syrian as he does. This unit is taking Force East. Please support Force West.
I think you see Syrian's like, yeah, got it.
Narco makes a mental note that Syrian is now accepting orders from robots, and that does not reflect well.
I will take an order from anybody.
He likes you guys.
I can't wait. I can't wait for Jeffrey to start outranking Syrian.
When Jeffrey starts doing attack damage.
Attack from Arby with his weapon is a lot. It's like 22 or something.
Yeah, that hits.
8. Uh, 12 points of force.
That is another one down.
Cool. Let me double check how much movement Arby has. See if we can move a little farther up. He has 40 feet. And if he's 20, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. Alright. Narco's fine, hanging back a little bit. That is it for her turn.
Okay.
Take temp HP if it didn't.
Oh, yes, thank you.
There's Hellhound. This one is going to take the cold damage. Is going to move up and is suddenly surrounded. Oh god, cat just drooled all over me.
Gross. It's love, but it's gross.
Fire breath
Get slimed.
does not recharge. He's not in a great spot. But Professor's a cat, so that seems like a good target. So it's going to.
Professor's a frog. It's good, sir.
Look, cat enough.
It's the ears. He judged you by the ears.
It's definitely the ears.
It's racist. It's very
So
racist.
So isn't it a fox member of like the canine family?
So,
Oh,
so
yeah.
what Marcus was saying was correct. Intelligence has been dumped for this particular fact.
Okay. Also, yes.
It's going to attempt to bite you, Professor, with a dirty 20 to hit.
That hits.
That is going to be... That? 10. It's going to be 11 points of piercing and 10 points of fire.
Okay. Don't like that.
And then I believe we'll need a concentration check on your Arms of Hadar, or Hunger of Hadar.
All the Hadar things.
Lost concentration.
Versus.
That's okay. They're all out of it anyway.
Yeah.
Your spell did what it was meant to do.
Stand the fuck down.
Definitely got a good bit of damage out of that. So with the
Hell
field opened
yeah.
up, now you
Mhm.
guys are able to see completely to the back of this this building, kind of what's going on in the back. Yeah.
It really Slash was that big. Yikes.
Just Narco takes a moment. Is like, is Yuki in a fist fight with a turtle?
I think she is
Giant
losing the
turtle.
fight. That is more surprising.
Yuki is losing a fist fight to a very big fucking turtle, but she is guard dog and reverie, and that's what she needs to fucking do.
That does bring us to the professor.
All right. I'm going to Vortex Warp Syrian.
Oh god.
Here.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
wait a minute, I found the turtle.
Syrian, I need you to back Yuki up.
You do that to him.
Professor, I love you, but I can't dimension door 3 people.
You don't need. He's going to kill it. And then
I thought you liked this thing.
Oh my god.
I was
Oh my god.
joking about Syrian being the most expendable meat shield, but I'm glad
Yeah,
you're going with it.
I mean,
Damn.
30. Take your.
Oh,
Does that one
that's
have a reaction?
funny.
fucking fantastic.
I'm sorry. What was your question, Professor?
Reaction from Hellhound as I zip past it.
Yeah. If you're within 5 feet of it, leave its range. It can make an attack of opportunity on you.
Go ahead then.
All right. 18 to hit.
Miss.
Okay. Proceed.
I will. Oh no, I don't have the spell slots for that. Yeah, that's it for me.
Cool. Take your temp HP.
Thank
Yeah, I
God.
need it.
Stay in my aura.
Reverie.
Is Reverie
Reverie
muted?
muted.
I'm so muted.
No.
You're
Don't
so
do it.
muted right now.
Hate it.
So, as I was saying,
Right.
you just made my turn exponentially more difficult.
You did.
Because I can't get both of them out. I can
That's
get
right.
me and Yuki out,
That's right.
but then I'm an asshole because I'm leaving this guy by himself.
You're still invisible, right?
Say what?
No.
Are you still invisible?
No,
We
No.
lost that a while ago.
that was like round 1. Because she cast a fireball.
I mean, yeah, because we're in round 2.
Well, I just meant like
That
that
was a
happened,
while ago.
happened back in the beginning of the round because she cast a
That happened
fireball.
an hour ago, guys.
It's fine. Syrian is good for another round, and then it'll stop Slash from advancing this way, so we can get to it.
Yeah, but now he's closer to the machine. Quick, feed him into
Yeah.
the machine like
And I
Jason.
can't go this way.
Can someone polymorph that turtle into something?
I can.
Throw him into Ren's bag of holding. I love that move. That's Suzanne's favorite move, personally. Polymorph it and throw it into a bag of holding.
Well, Professor, instead of polymorphing it, Professor moved Syrian closer to it.
Excellent.
I mean, in his,
Love it.
he can't see Reverie behind the machine, and he just sees Yuki getting her ass kicked.
Yeah.
That's true.
I mean, no, I completely get why you made your decisions in character. Perfectly fi-
Should have done Brutus, honestly. That guy. Dear
Brutus
God.
just has a job. He's getting paid to guard Marcus. He's not going to force him to give Marcus up.
Yes, that's why we bring the things to Brutus. Didn't you guys take notes on what I did?
Yeah. So we'll just kill Syrian instead. It's fine.
If he gets closer, then he can kill all of us. Syrian is a
Syrian has like 4 times as much health as any one of us does.
Right?
Bye,
65
Mousetrap.
HP.
I'm literally sitting at 36 right now.
Yeah, except in character, we're all ragging on him, calling him Mousetrap because he got
yeah,
bonked on the head by goblins.
he
So
did.
Yeah.
And he got stymied
I
by
don't know
Mouse.
why
He
in
needs
character
this
the professor would be
redemption.
like, this guy's fine.
No, let him have it. He needs this redemption, okay? This is important for his character.
He needs experience. We all experience.
Okay. Experience
That's
doing
fine.
what? Dying?
Yeah.
Everyone dies
Maybe.
once.
Okay,
Yes,
so
experience.
I am going
Okay,
to
we've already proved
use
you don't only die once.
my Sage's Signet Ring to cast Hypnotic Pattern targeting only Slash.
Ooh.
Nice.
That's gonna annoy him.
Fuck, man. I gotta run more comments. I don't see this shit coming.
I know. This is
That's
good
been
combat too.
shopping
Look
for
at how
3
busy
episodes.
this is.
To be fair, it has been like real world months since the last time we like beat the shit out of someone.
I know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I probably.
it's up since then.
I've also probably
the
had
duck?
this for real world months and haven't used it yet.
That's also true.
Which makes me feel terrible because I just rolled a nat 20.
Ooh. Somebody got Silvery Barbara?
Too far away.
Ain't me.
Nope.
Alright. Well, we tried.
Hey, I tried.
Where's my thing?
Mousetrap have it?
Mousetrap
I
doesn't
don't know.
have any spells.
Worth a try. We don't know what he can do.
He's within 60
Ren
feet.
When does he can get apples?
Do I have the spell slots? Yeah, I can Silvery Barbs.
Alright.
I was going to Chronal Shift instead and save that, but that needs to be 30 feet.
Who are you giving advantage to?
Syrian.
That's fair.
Nice.
Yeah, he goes next.
So Hypnotic Pattern. With the Silvery Barbs rolled a nat 1.
Oh,
So what does that mean for Slash?
He sees pretty colors.
He is charmed.
And while charmed, he's incapacitated.
And this is the kind of thing where there's no save for it after the fact. Someone's just gotta jostle him awake.
Yep.
So now we're gonna go kill the Muppets.
New plan, Syrian. Don't hit it.
Right? Okay. Run.
Oh, Reverie's back there. Hello, where have you been?
Ben, did you not see the fireball?
No,
It was a
I'm
circle.
on the side of the door.
Nope. 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 Nope.
That's an appropriate response.
just every.
Just nope, 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 nope.
Nope.
Yeah, that makes sense. That tracks.
Amazing.
Reverie, great and powerful wizard, also mortally afraid of the flying imps. Very dangerous.
They can take out like a
Um,
quarter of her HP in one go.
I know. It's for good reason.
A commoner could probably do that if they tried hard enough.
Yeah.
House cat
It's very
definitely.
dedicated duck.
That is my turn.
Okay. Get to use one of my Barb Devils now. That's fun.
So excited. I'm excited for you.
Let's see. Bard Devil sees Professor running. And I think it's going to take a step forward and make a ranged attack against Professor.
Nah.
Yeah, the first one is a nope. That's a nat one. The second one is a dirty 20.
Well, that's dirty.
Dirty. So it hurls a couple of flames at you. The first one completely missing wildly. The second one does find its mark. It does hit you for 10 points of fire damage.
Okay.
And it's gonna get up on you to menace you a little bit. I know we're at 11 o'clock. Do you guys want to finish out this round? Or do you want to
I'm
stop?
good with that.
I need to sleep.
Yeah, I also have to go to bed, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So then we will start with
Ooh.
Jade's turn when we pick back up.
Great.
Sounds
I'm gonna need that
fantastic.
because my plan just had to change 3 different times with everyone else's turn that just happened.
Right?
Usually how it goes.
I know, right? I was like, okay, great, I can do that. Nope, now I can't do that. Okay, I'm gonna do that. Nope, can't do that now because now he's hypnotic pattern. Just standing there.
Professor is 10 hit points, right?
I was just about to ask that. I don't know if Professor got his 10 hit points at the end of his turn.
I did not.
All right. Well, then you would have
Is it max
two
of 12 or just an additional 12?
What was that?
Was it to a max of 12 or is it like an additional 12 every turn?
It's 12 temp HP every single time. If you're full up, it doesn't like stack. So if you have like 9, you can't add 12 on top of it. But
Okay.
if you're low, you'll just re-top off to 12. So it'll be 12 every time you stop in my aura.
Syrian has.
Which is awesome.
Oops.
Yep.
Ali, Suzanne, thank you for bringing my attention to the little gear dice for sale at the shop, because they're very good. They're very good dice.
Love that.
Haha! You are
Love
very
that for
welcome.
you so much.
Mm-hmm.
We helped.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, finally got to the first combat at Tremonto. I'm so happy.
Yay!
First combat of Tremonto. Jesus.
I mean,
we ran from the others.
Yet.
We did run
Did
from
right,
we did run from the other
that's
one.
true.
That's
Sure,
true.
you
We
did try. It's just we said nope.
We did know. We
We
did
could have
know our way.
escalated into another combat back at the club, I'm sure.
That's true. First full party battle. in Tremonto.
Yeah. Woo! Dear God, that was awesome.
That was pretty cool.
There's a lot of motherfuckers
I'm
coming out of
excited
that
to
thing.
see what happens with this.
I had to
Also
add a couple
true.
because you guys have some NPC help, and I'm like, I gotta balance this.
I'm off
A lot
to
of
bed, love you all.
motherfuckers.
Night,
Love you
Ben.
too,
Good
honey.
night.
Good night.
Night, Ben.
Sweet.
I'm gonna have to peace out too. You guys have a great night.
Night.
Bye,
Good
love
night.
you.
Bye, people.
Good night. Good night.
Uh,
I will also be going in a minute, but I will throw in my recommendations before.
yes, please do.
I loved Jade messaging about Naruto with like the little, hair behind the ear. I thought that was fucking adorable. Absolutely loved that when she messaged Marcus. I thought that was adorable.
Thank you.
For sure. And then also Professor for sneaky getting what's her nuts out. I thought that was also very well
Yeah.
done.
We could have fought her inside with all the other monsters, so
Yeah, no,
Sure.
I'd rather not. So well done.
Considering how things went, if Naruto decided to target her, she was not going to last very long.
True.
Very true. So those are my 2 recommendations, and now I'm going to go sleepies.
Okay, good night, honey.
Night.
Good night. Love you guys.
I think Professor had some great moments tonight
Mhm.
with team sneak inside, prestidigitate, make a new key, give the regular key to Mara, get inside. Found this lady. She's tied up. We can't find anyone else. All right, dimension door ourselves out of here without unlocking this door because that's gonna alert something. And then, and then to immediately cast Hunger of Hadar as that door opens and just chip damage those people as they are just coming out of that portal. That was amazing.
The chip damage
And
was good, and stymieing their ability to kind of get through it.
Yeah, and then also setting up Syrian to die. So that's always nice. That's
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
He's hanging out around us now, so set
The
Syrian up to
board-
die.
The vortex warping Syrian to like deep strike behind enemy lines. Like in real life, I had to like laugh for a full half minute.
That was so great though.
I mean, tactics wise, it's actually very good. He's probably our best sort of meat shield to throw in to like relieve Yuki. But again, all of the characterization we've given of like giving Syrian a hard time for his performance makes it even funnier.
Yeah, it basically looks like Professor's just like, you can kill this one. It gives the other ones time to get
He was
away.
like, "Oh, that looks dangerous. Okay, Syrian, here's your chance to shine. Go get him, Tiger."
I told you should have stayed home.
This is
You
why
should have
we
stayed
asked
home.
you a
I'll
couple
teach
times
you
if
by
really want
killing
to
you. Oh god, that's just so funny.
come. Mhm.
Especially since Professor's been giving Syrian the hardest time of everyone. Between him and Ren.
And Professor's like, "Hey, you're going." It just
What?
sends him out.
And Professor was like, we should have a sentinel come with us. Not that one.
No one's useless. He's not useless. He just needs experience. Okay, fine. Prove he's not useless by having some experience.
I do like that. That basically it's like we don't want that one because he's the newbie, and then they come back around and it's like, well, actually, like he should probably go because he's the newbie. It's like, did you not hear what our complaint was about? Give us a good one. He's like, he's good, we promise.
He is good. You just have to actually do stuff with him. Do stuff with him. Don't just make him sit around folding napkins.
Syrian's problem is that by this point we are actually like some pretty fucking scary people. So
Yeah.
even if he's perfectly competent,
Yeah. Poor Syrian.
He gets 3 attacks, okay?
Yes. You know that.
look, Marcus and Brutus both got to show a little glamour on their first turn. I'm sure when Syrian gets a turn to actually do something, he will make us all very proud. And if the dice decide that they don't want to do that, then well, the story continues.
That's kind of how it works. I mean, I've got Revivify. It's fine.
Once again,
As long as I don't die.
Once again, Seabiscuit just had like the stats of a warhorse. The dice just loved her and Cinder during that fight with like the guard captain.
God,
So
that
they-
was so funny.
Are we really going to spend 300 gold pieces to revive Syrian if he goes down?
Yes.
Yes.
Of course. You're asking if you ask Lorelai? No, absolutely not. Ask Lai? No. Steal his clothes and we'll sell them later. That's just a dead body we stumbled over. Jade is definitely spending all the money we have to resurrect this guy.
And 300, at least in the current party funds, is not enough for Naruto to protest. So.
Yeah. We're not like resurrecting him. It's just all right. Wake up now.
Okay. Stop having a hole in your chest. Thank you. Very improper.
You had a hole in your chest. I fixed it. Go sit behind those boxes, please.
I think that the longer that the professor is away from any sort of like forested area, the more chaotic neutral comes out in him. And at this point, it's just like full on chaotic neutral.
So
It's hilarious. And valid.
So what you're saying is, by the point we reach the desert, he's going to actively start sliding like towards evil.
We'll see what happens.
We fucking get to the desert. He's riding on a sandworm. Muad'Dib.
Guys, it's fun. You should try it.
I'm good.
Her name is Wanda.
I mean, Naruko downed that Rakshasa immediately.
Vulnerability to magical piercing will do that.
Magical piercing damage from a good aligned character.
From a good aligned character, yeah.
And it just so happened to be Naruko's first one out the door.
Yeah.
But she's not dead because Naruko did non-lethal, so she's just bleeding out.
So the funny thing too is that it had the shield spell, but that 23 like still matched its AC with shield.
Oh, I am. I probably should not have been going for sharpshooter on that, to be honest. But
I mean, hey,
I don't know. I wanted to open up hot and heavy, so that's what we did. I think while that was fun, I think that's just sort of a happy coincidence. That wasn't really an example of Naruko doing anything different from what she normally does.
Yeah.
No, that was just
very lucky.
Yeah, we just got lucky that it was a Rakshasa that was vulnerable to that.
Yeah.
So it took double the damage you would have done.
I am mildly disappointed that my use of branding smite, I thought I was being clever. It turned out to be entirely unnecessary.
Well, you didn't kill her, so
It wasn't like the full CR Rakshasa. It was a lesser CR Rakshasa.
It was one of the like variant ones from Eberron where they're like lower CR and have like.
Well, I figured it wasn't an actual Rakshasa, or otherwise that would have gone pretty differently. But it was Rakshasa enough.
Yeah.
It was very funny though. Oh gosh, but yeah, Naruko doing that. I mean, Yuki's whole being a bat thing, like, got a lot of mileage out because she was able to like detect that there was something there and warn Reverie, and it didn't help them at all, but she was able to notice it.
So interestingly enough, the actual Rakshasa, assuming you didn't maximize hit points like we tend to do in our games, Naruko's round would still have like almost killed it outright.
Yeah, I think so. I think they balanced the magical immunity with a lower hit point total.
Which I think is good design. I think having like a creature that is a little bit more like having some of those cool defensive abilities is fine, as long as you do put in an actual like usable vulnerability to counteract it.
Yeah. I don't think they took into account firearms when they were thinking of the monster block.
I mean, the firearm is really only like I'm rolling a d12 for damage as opposed to like the d8 I would for a longbow.
No, that's true.
Not a huge difference. What happened is I have sharpshooter.
Yes.
And I have magical weapons, and I built Naruko with the intention that I wanted as much accuracy as possible so that I could leverage sharpshooter as often as I wanted.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
Yeah, it's literally like, oh, if you allow Neville to do the thing his character is optimized to do, which for Naruko is shoot things good, make all of the Arcana checks, and do all of the building crafting stuff with tools.
Yep.
So a good time was had. But yeah, I definitely pick Professor as my number one choice for inspiration.
I would agree. Yeah, I would agree. What was that, Professor? Mars?
Oh, I just said I'll take it.
Oh, good. Okay. Yeah, for all the stuff that Professor got into and scouting around and like that, I think that Hunger of Hadar was huge, because even though like most of these creatures do have like Devil's Sight, that they still most of the time have to get close to you. So, that difficult terrain I think was made a pretty good difference too.
Yeah, area control is something that our group can do fairly well,
Mhm.
considering the density of casters we've got. Which is why Naruko tends to spend most of her time just doing single target damage to remove people off the board, because everyone else is pretty good at either like big area effects or doing stuff that moves people around, or making it very painful to walk in with stuff like Spirit Guardians. But now we've got guys like Syrian and Brutus who can add a little bit of a punch into the mix, because that is our usual weakness, is that we don't have a lot of great frontlining potential. Yuki is our really only dedicated like fist to fist fighter, and even then she's built to like move and engage, not stick it out in a knockout drag out fight. So what I'm saying is, whether like Naruko might like marry Marcus and Marcus might stay in Tremonto, I'm taking your bodyguard with me though. Bye.
All right. Every time. Dan at the Renaissance Fair, wizard steals your girlfriend.
Marcus
Your
is
girlfriend is your bodyguard now.
Marcus is just like, she only married me for my body. Guard.
Guard.
Yeah.
Brutus just shrugs. These things happen, Master Marcus. Now, excuse me while I go and take care of the needs your wife has.
Oh, it's wonderful. Yeah.
So Professor's won for sure. I'm still. What were the other nominations we had? There's a lot of good stuff.
Everyone basically.
Yeah.
Reverie.
Reverie was good. I also liked Ren pulling in with the Vine Whip. That worked out really well, because then Brutus was like, "Oh,
That was a good
this
moment.
held action. Bam."
I have this
one
held action. I'm going to shove you into a spot that's more dangerous for you to be in.
I do like the build Brutus has with like having the ability to like knock people away from the guy he's guarding. Good thing for the dude to have.
Yeah.
He also has a reaction too, that if a creature attacks someone other than him, and he is 5 feet next to, I think, the attacking creature, he gets to make an attack as a reaction.
Oh, so he basically has like the Sentinel feat.
Kind of, yeah. It's not exactly Sentinel, but it's very similar.
Gotcha.
I did kind of like Reverie just kind of getting in there and like opening up with the fireball and making it cold damage.
Yeah, that was great. I like how at first we were all just like, fireball? He's like, don't worry, not a normal fireball. Not your everyday fireball. That was a good time.
I like how the more spells Reverie acquires, the more options she gets for swapping out damage types.
Yes, it's great. Man, I don't know what my next turn is going to be now.
I mean, I think your original plan of just popping Spirit Guardians and making yourself like a center of pain in the midst of the bad guys is not bad by any means.
Yeah, that's probably going to be what I end up doing.
Yeah. The only problem is the Sea Professor could probably use a little bit of heal support before all the ground card humans start taking their turns.
Yeah.
All right, I gotta jump off.
Okay.
Have a good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night, honey.
Go. Toodles.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for joining.
I gotta run a bunch of errands tomorrow.